If your partner came home tonight and said, I'm falling in love with someone else and I want to keep both of you, what is your response?
They not go on Monday. I understand.
So what? Huh?
Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Right Now podcast. I'm your girl Raven alongside my beautiful co-host today,
Danique.
Yes, and of course today it's all about love, lust, and the Lord. Poly, kinks, and everything in between. Let's get into it. Of course, today we have two.
Nice. Fine.
That's what you were
Young
gonna say.
man.
I was gonna say something
No,
so different.
you gotta keep it.
Oh, you wanna continue?
No.
We
I get carried away a little bit, you know?
We have two gentlemen with us today. Man, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself for the peoples? Jamar, yes, let's go.
Yeah, I'm Jamal McFarlane. I'm an actor, filmmaker, musician, mental health advocate. I'm just there. I'm there. That's my introduction.
All right.
Yeah,
All
man.
right. And you, sir?
And I'm Ryan. I am a pediatrician. I volunteer at the pet shelter. I also volunteer with in need kids. I love golfing. I like going fishing on my yacht. And anybody who knows me, shh.
All right.
It's the yacht that everybody laughed at.
On a serious note,
You
on a
had us
serious
up
note.
until
It's
the
the
yacht.
It's the not the pediatrician at the pet center. It's not that.
It's the
Let's check it.
But on a serious note, Ryan Dixon, media practitioner, master of ceremonies, I should say, stand-up comic, musician as well, and just a lover of life.
That is it.
Okay, awesome. All right, so as I mentioned before, our topic today, love, lust, and the Lord. So of course, we're going to be talking about poly relationships and kinks, right?
Kings?
Kink.
No, okay.
K-I-N-K. I don't know.
That's why we're here.
Well, kings with kings. Who knows? Kings with kings. That might be a thing. Do you guys have your own definition of what a polygamous relationship is or polygamy?
Polygamy is really just the practice of having multiple spouses, whether legally or by way of any formality, consensually, of course. Yeah, simply put.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's where people have one bag of partners and the one bag of sitting at night time.
Daytime, sometime another day.
All right, so by the world, polyamory, poly meaning many, amory meaning love, is a practice of having multiple romantic or sexual relationships at the same time while having full knowledge of all the parties that are involved. All right, so also now your definition of kinks. What is a kink?
Freakiness.
Freak.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
Kinks is just that particular thing that drives ecstasy, drives pleasure, that you derive pleasure from, that stimulates, sexual intimacy at the same time. Whether it is you want to suck a toe or bite a nipple,
You don't know.
get slapped with a 2 before.
Brawly.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something, but it does do something for you, Slap you in the butt.
Yeah, that's
That's
gone.
what I'm
Just like
Kinks.
Do you have kinks?
Do I have kinks? I may have.
that. I'm kind of sure this bit of butt
Jamar, what does kinks mean to you?
No, it's just the things that get you where you need to go that person might not be aware of. So, we have the normal vanilla sex and then you have the thing them where specific to where you like differently. As him said the two before, if it is that you need ice cube on your knee back, I don't know. You know what I mean? But
That
those
sounds
are-
very specific.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Hide the cubes!
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah.
So obviously, kink's definition, kink is a broad term for any sexual interest, practice, or fantasy that falls outside of what society has traditionally considered vanilla. All right, so let's get back to the original question now that I gave at the start of the show, which is, if your partner came home tonight and said, I'm falling in love with someone else and I want to keep both of you, what is your response? So your woman come home tonight and she has said, babe,
You alone not do it for me.
Yeah.
I need. You know?
Right, so like me not a woman again, bruh.
No, man, why you say that?
No man, because I dark when it comes to them things then. One thing to say, I want to try like use ice cream or something, but another man. Like,
And it's another man specifically.
yeah, because if it was woman, then we could.
No,
I'm
but hey, okay,
I might be obliged to make an exception.
But we'll talk about the thing.
here we go.
Because you know that I can come, the next word that's going to come behind that statement is,
Yes.
that is hypocrisy.
Ah.
But before we get to the hypocrisy of it, men are specific and very detailed about how we operate. So one of the things about us that drives us is our ego.
Mm.
No matter how large or small it is, are the one thing that makes us men with ego. And our ego will never allow us to be in a committed relationship and hear a woman say, you alone nah do it for me. And me no cripple, me no have strokes. You understand me? Me no have no form of impediment where
You get me?
not allow me to perform or do what I'm supposed to do.
That's
Even if I'm struggling with some amount of ED,
science.
you know what I mean? Me, my ego now go allow me to hear say. No man, I said me go to a psychiatrist right about. No. My ego not allow me to receive that in my spirit and say, okay, baby, go find a man.
Who we are.
I'm not saying that there aren't men who won't do that and won't comply with that. That's perhaps his kink. You see what I did there?
Guys,
But on a regular basis,
Yes.
no, it not gonna work for you. Would you go to your man and tell him that him alone nah do it for you? And you want another man? Talk to us about that.
If I'm at a point in a relationship where you're no longer a horse rider, you are just, you know, you're just rearing the horses now.
Who the horse
Yeah,
rider,
we fix
by
up
the
the
way?
time.
Who you refer to as the horse rider?
fix-
You.
My man.
No,
Him
man, you
supposed to
are
ride the
the
horse.
horse, man.
No,
You're
that-
man of the horse. You're man of the horse.
Something
And you're
about
riding. That, oh wait, we don't know where
Me nah master one. Me have to care of what they want.
We not ride the horse.
It's not going in direction, you know. It's not going in direction. Okay, so he's no longer the stallion.
Nah.
All right.
All right,
No,
all
you're
right,
back.
all
You're back.
right,
Thank you.
all right. You know, he's no
Yeah.
longer the stallion.
Him not right.
Yes, it is.
And I am just like, okay, love, I don't think that you alone is, you know, I'm not getting my rocks off anymore. You understand? We must, right? And him say, okay, it can go one or two ways. Either him might kill me, or him might go say, then he, you know, and we just have a conversation about it.
Skip
But you
something.
have to be at a point where you can say, you know, let's try a little something new, right?
Jamar, you had your hand up.
No, I just wanted to ask Miss if there are no other steps or options before we get to can I find another bull back brawling?
No, so what if we go to the counseling? He does all of the things, right? And we just still not getting to that point. What else am I
hit me.
supposed to do?
Let us hate me.
No, I don't hate you. If you want, you know, like I say, I can say, okay, let's try a girl. Maybe I want to do a little vibrator business.
Oh,
You get me?
okay.
No, that's what I want to hear. No.
All right. For me, it wouldn't work because, as I tell you, my ego not gonna allow that. And two, how I operate is I have my criterias, right? One of which is I must be pleasuring you. I must be satisfying you. I must be offering you something
Okay.
that keeps you here that you don't need to go elsewhere.
It must be extra.
You understand me?
Yeah, not
And that's where a
efficiency.
kink might come in. Just saying, hint, hint. However, if I'm now in a relationship with you and I'm doing all that I'm supposed to do and all that I can do with all my might, and that nah full your cup,
Man.
yeah, man. Here's my resignation.
Respectfully.
You know what I mean? Because clearly I'm not the man for the job.
Honorable
So
discharge.
I'm not unrealistic. You understand me? And I don't have an overinflated ego for things. Say, yo, yeah, I'm the world's greatest at everything. I try to be sufficient and competent in as many areas as I possibly can. Thus, a woman won't have the need or desire to go there. And I'm not also naive to the fact that a woman will still go. Because you see, a woman, bro, she gonna leave. You're the richest man, she want to know what a broke man feel like. Yo, you're thick, she want a marker, man. You're skinny, yo, I wonder what a fat man feel. He's gonna suffocate me. You understand me? I say,
When
so
men get
if
satisfied.
him too popular, she want to know what a quiet man is like. So there's always going to be some element of curiosity that a woman might want to explore. You understand me? Me have a philosophy where I don't know, don't hurt me. You understand me? So if you're going out there, ma'am, don't make me know.
No, but
give
that's
me no reasons.
cheating. I don't want to
Yeah,
cheat.
what I'm saying. Cheating is a part of life.
You wanna have your
At
cake
every
and eat
element,
it.
in every turn you turn in life, some cheating go on. Some people have achieved greatness because them cheat. They just didn't get caught. And for me, it's if I don't know, what I don't see, heart no leap. What I don't know won't hurt me. If I don't have reasons to know, and you leave evidence here and there, and a man come and style me now in a public or me have a scratch from me never have in all my life and all them something here, I will now know that something is amiss. You understand me? And then now we're going to start have a conversation about that. But me personally, if a woman slick enough, which women are proud to say them slick, they never get caught.
They're better at it.
If you're going out there, go do your thing. Then do your thing and make sure you enjoy it. Get your feel off it. You understand me? And come back to me a happy woman. Don't make me feel deprived now of your pleasure and of your happiness and all them something because you go they go get that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's me.
Boy, I
Yeah,
tell
and I
you,
tell-
them video father.
No, bro, I tell you the
I'm
truth.
taking mental notes. I'm taking mental
Just
notes.
If you're skilled enough to do it and me don't know, and a man now come and cause here what the thing now. Every man a girl is. Every man can take an next woman.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why you think a man can't take yours? And that's the misconception many men have. You understand me? I am not naive to that, but I just don't go searching for evidence if especially it is not being very obvious. Where you may have to say, boy, I may have to question that. Because why you not climax at the time where you're supposed to climax anymore? Why this not happen? Why, you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that I might take. So if I'm not satisfying you, then clearly we need to lift up. So now you can replace me with 2, 3, 4, or 5.
No, that's fair enough. 'Cause if I join a relationship and our thing is monogamy and we agree to that, and then a year or two later you bring in this polyamory thing, maybe you should have did find somebody way open to that from the start. You can have your 5, 6, 7, 8 man. You know what I mean? But to try and convert somebody that not really in that, a wickedness in it, because suppose him go in it and it not work out for him and everything mash up. Or worse, suppose him like it and you say, you know, so me not like this, but the dog done bust me already. You can't look back that already, man. So it's a slippery slope.
All right. Well, then you
that's
have
true.
given you say you don't care. You're just gonna let him know that this is what I want. Me, would I come home and tell my partner that? No, because for me, by nature, I would deem myself a very selfish person. I don't like to share nothing.
Damn.
I'm not sharing, especially my man. I'm not sharing. That's mine. You understand? I mean, there are other things out there that can be done for fun or whatever. But at the end of the day, when I'm nice, I'm my man, I'm not sharing with nobody. Ain't nobody sleeping next to my man. Like, no. Hug up my man, call him fear. No. Once you start calling my man your man, I'm out. I will remove myself from the situation. I don't do well at sharing.
What if she never say like to have your man? Suppose I just for the nocturnal
you can't.
activities.
No.
Do the show.
Only if I say, hey, come, you could come over.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, as I said, when night come, you gotta go home. You're not.
Okay.
No, you're.
So
Maybe that can
Cuddle
be
up
their
to my man.
So question. You can say to him, hey, let's have some fun tonight. I'm gonna call up one of my girls. Right? Can he do the same?
Yeah.
Him can say,
But
hey,
we have to have that. It has to be like a mutual agreement. Like that's something that we need to have between us to say, this is what we're doing. So if one person wants it today and one person says no, we have to figure out what's happening there.
Let's talk
You
about
both
that.
have to act.
So here we go. So there's some imbalance right there. You know, because look at this.
3, 4, and
Look at
still there.
this. Look at this. A woman, if a man come to a woman now and say, babes, you know, say, I want, you know, invite over another cat if you come join tonight for some fun. That has to be a conversation, you know.
Yeah, man.
And it's not a one night conversation, it's going to be discussed over a week.
Yeah,
And a whole heap of it
check
whole heap of that. If she say, babe, I feel like I want to spice it up tonight, can I invite somebody over? Which man you know gonna say no?
No, that's facts. Them are
You were gonna say, yo, what time shall I reach? We're gonna be like, yo, what time shall I reach? Right? She outside?
Well, because then that's it. But I'm pretty sure if I said I'm bringing another man,
Right.
then the answer would
are
still
around
be
here. No sword fight.
right. So
No,
that's
sir.
the thing.
Nah.
So that's where it goes, right? So we all have our own,
Yeah.
yes or no.
That's
But then it just varies from couple to couple. Like you have to have that conversation to see what fits for your relationship or not.
Right.
All right. So I have another segment, and this is for both of you.
Right.
Okay. In 1 or 2 words or a sentence, describe how you love and how you receive love.
This is so difficult, but I think as a lover, I like a lot of time spent. I like a lot of physical touch, and I like to take care of the people I'm data. If I find that I can't take care of you, I'm not gonna engage in that way. We can play around, but if we're supposed to get serious, I take relationships very serious. We come from a church background, so when it comes to union and family, once you got this, the politics now go work. We are gonna be locked in, and we're properly dating or courting, as the ancients used to say. But I think for me, in terms of receiving love, I need somebody that is more than just, you look nice and I like how you feel when we do that thing there. I want somebody that understands me. I want somebody that love to touch me up the way me touch them up. I'm not talk the parts them. Talking, embrace, and we like to spend a lot of time. That's how I receive love. I don't expect much. When I expect you to throw one bag of gifts and try and support me in a certain way, as the man, I prefer to be supporter, provider. And we live happily ever after through challenges. No, through challenges. It's a life realistically. You know what I mean? But
You can catch man.
you see style. You see style.
Okay.
That's me.
Similar to my virgin, so I believe in demonstrative love. Love as an action, not just as a word. So I kind of tie two things together. Life and death is under the power of the tongue. You speak life into things. But then action speak louder than words. Action is the demonstration, the manifestation of things spoken. So if I tell you I love you, it should be confirmation to what I've already been doing. So I love with my actions, the little things that I do, the consistency of what I do. You understand? So it shouldn't be until I tell you I love you for you to know. Now I'm aware that women, they receive what they hear, not just what they see or feel. So you can be doing the most, not until you say it, she's not going to receive it. So you can live with a woman. You're not alone, go out. You're not spend all the time together. She live in your yard. She wash, cook, and clean for you. You understand me? You rub out her back.
This sounds amazing, by the way.
If you not say to her, say, be my woman, you're not in the energy.
I don't lie at all.
I'm not your woman.
I don't lie at all.
Next man buy her bag juice and say, yo.
Bag juice, I am big.
So you see, if you cannot do the most, if you not say it, mean nothing to her.
That's
so for me,
insane.
I'm very demonstrative. I like to see you win. I derive pleasure from your pleasure in every aspect. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am all about your excellence, how you excel in life, how you achieve in life. I want to support you fulfilling your dreams, your aspirations, getting over your fears, building your confidence, being happy above all. I love to see a woman smile. I love to keep that smile on her face, except when she shouldn't be smiling. You understand what I say? So
yeah,
I'm going to do everything it takes to make sure that as a woman, you have a glow. That's what my love is. It should be manifested in how you look, how you walk, how you feel. Somebody looked at you and said something different about your girl.
Yeah,
understand me?
Love, man.
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And that also, my love causes jealousy. Yeah, because then women want what you have. Yeah, so you see if that not happen,
Yeah,
then
you're not doing the right thing.
I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do.
All right. Let's switch it up a little bit. Have you ever been in a situation where your church, your family, or your community would not 100% approve of?
Yeah, man. We can go on a fun story. So, like Jamar, we're church boys, yeah, who have matured into men that is not just one-dimensional and limited. We've explored many aspects of life.
Hey, man, careful. Man.
Inside, outside of the church. No, man, we can't talk the things then, bro. You understand me? So we're not the typical church boys. And I've never been. I've always viewed myself as a radical
Same.
and I've been seen and viewed the same way. All right. Now, I carry back to a story where I found out a particular young lady from the church who was 2 years my senior, who was very active in church, as was I, had developed some attraction for me. And I'm going to find it out. I said, explore what going on yourself.
Yeah, done.
So, you know, put in two talk and thing. And she's like, start blush and smile and thing. Long story short, she said, yeah, she want to give a relationship a try. And so we agreed for date on a Thursday. By the weekend, pastor office reach from here.
Pastor?
Yeah, man, because she don't want date and pastor don't know so we date. So if you're out in the public and people see we a whole hands and thing, pastor must already know.
Pastor, woman,
she did grow. So you guys say, boy, I don't know what you want to do that, but all right, come in, do that. Anyway, we dated for about 4 months. And it was the most unusual dating experience I've ever had. It wasn't what I wanted, wasn't what I desired.
I know where I come in.
And thing. So I call it off.
Why? What happened?
No, man,
what was unusual? What was unusual about it?
What about restriction, man? What about restriction?
Like what?
Hold it.
So what you
Fast,
expect
fast,
from
fast,
finding
fast,
the
fast,
church
fast.
girl?
Make it start one time in a 4 months. One day.
Pain. Pack up the story.
You understand me?
Pack up
one
the story,
time.
man.
You understand me?
On the cheek or on the lip?
On the lip. You understand me?
3
Was
seconds.
it open mouth kissing or
Yeah, man,
like a
the full, the full turn on the pipe type of
One time, though.
Yes. Yeah, man.
Sorry, Lord.
Yeah. But anyhow, it wasn't just that. It was a plethora of other reasons combined that made us, this wasn't for me. And respectfully, I called off the relationship because I wasn't feeling it and I wasn't as attracted as I needed to be to a woman that I'm with. Albeit, you know, wedding plans start making all these things to you.
In 4 months?
Wedding color pick out all and something.
What?
Bridesmaids decided.
So far?
Yeah,
Then I saw
Them move fast.
No.
You hear me say? The relationship started off with the pastor's approval.
Christian woman, they move fast, you know.
Hello.
They move fast, man.
Wow. I call it off.
Okay.
So the mistake me gonna make now, I call it off, say about me.
Right.
And as I was ending that relationship, I had met someone else and then proceeded to get to know that person and ended up in a relationship with that person. So it was really kind of like jumping almost.
Yeah, man.
You see me? I said, but respectfully, before I engaged the other person, I ended the previous one.
Yes, man.
You understand me?
That's a man.
The lesson I learned, which I didn't know, is that other person now, I went public like 2 months later.
Yeah, wicked, man. Yeah, wicked boy.
When the woman come, the new girl come at the church convention.
Yeah, wicked, man.
And she wasn't a member of the church. She was from another church. She was actually from overseas.
Wow.
And Kara got a convention. Listen to me. The amount of big story. Church number, yeah, man. Church number like it because
righteous anger.
Because it's like you break the heart of the church darling. The church
so
daughter.
She
was that upstanding,
Yeah.
very
Had to
active
tell
woman
the
in church.
pastor.
And thing.
Right.
I mean, I'm a virgin, them vexing them. Like, a lot of people were upset, but that's because I never divulged the issues I was experiencing or the discomfort I was experiencing. Them never know my side. Them just know what them see in a pub and we didn't look good. Yeah, man.
All of a sudden.
That's the thing to read. So when me, break up with the church darling now, you know what I mean? And present another woman, not even a year later, but 2 months later.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
May,
not gonna lie, that's kinda
June,
crazy.
July, yeah. Like July, the other chick.
But that's dating. That's dating.
I'm going to go church with me. You know, I like me to try flaunt anything on my face, but them go see me with the next woman. No, sir.
That's dating, though.
My mother stopped talking to me. Everybody. So that was my experience of the church and
People
of
in
a
your business.
relationship.
Okay. Now, earlier I asked you both how you love and how you receive love, right? Now, what is one thing that possibly happened to you, whether it is like a relationship or a realization that you had at some point in your life when you realized, oh, this is what love is, or this is not love because I know what this is, and this that I'm having right now is not it.
Well, as a single man, I only have what the love not is, right? I only have the not part. And I have a good
Oh.
I guess you'd call measuring stick of my parents. And I mean my parents actually do it the right way, them they're together forever. So I grew up seeing what a proper relationship look like. So at any time from a start dating, me know what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
So every time it never looked like, and every time up to now, it never looked like or it will look like, I have known. But the big moment for me was in a most recent relationship. I won't say how recent. God help me. But it went back to our previous topic. When the person come and say, you know, they want to explore.
Oh.
Not with man, though, you know.
Okay.
Thank God.
Not with man.
Thank God. But
Explore, like invite in or go out to find.
invite in. They're very respectful in that way.
Okay.
And you know, them always get the option, you know, if you're not comfortable, but you see, because woman, and that's my fault, temptation. I'm saying, there's the other woman we bring in, I'm like, okay, I mean, I guess, you know, let's see where this goes.
Yeah, I'm too happy, you know, just.
The boy,
Yeah, you know.
yeah. I opened Pandora's box, and you know, when you do that now, things get more complicated. Trust evolves because you're inviting other people into your thing, and if you know, take the requisite amount of time to, you know, align with each other first, you can end up going in off in other directions, things that one partner thinks okay to the other partner, violation. Or you never tell me, say I link up back with them. You know what I mean? Them kind of thing there.
Yeah, but now I have to be on schedule and have to know what
Schedule.
the next person is doing.
Right. And so that's where things, because we're young, very young. So we never got those mature levels of the communication thing. People were experimenting, trying things, and we just assume, you know, youthful exuberance, hubris. We assume, say, oh, everything all right, you know, I love my partner, so why would this be a problem? If anything, we just talk to them, everything mash up. It turned from exploration to bonwire. And you know,
Wow.
yeah, man.
When I have a whole year at Easter.
Yeah, man, but one thing I learned, you know, you can never beat woman. But one thing you can't beat woman pan. Because you did say it earlier, you know, the frequency with which they can access the man them different from me, you know. Because we are key them a lock. Them just have to say yes. We have to make up all kind of machination to get yes.
Yes.
So when we check his score, when the last one go on, me didn't even vex. The two of us come and say, boy, me G, you know, that one there is bad. That one there tough. Me can't even vex with us. We're cool now, you know.
Yeah.
We're cool to this
Wow.
day. We just have to understand, say that was, I would say, my mistake as well. Because she left it up to the man and say, remember, you know, we don't have to do this.
And you.
We never had to do this. But,
Mhm.
you know,
You said yes.
I said yes. And I learned a lot. Even if that's not the type of relationship you want, if that is the one you want, I learned, say, communication and, you know, trust and them thing, that importance.
All right. So we want to talk about that a little bit. Because we don't have enough conversations around polygamy and having a better understanding. What I have seen over the years is just outright disapproval, disagreement, bonnet is a blatant no.
Yeah.
How I've lived my life, you see, I don't have to agree with you to understand.
True.
My aim is always to understand something, and then I can make an informed decision whether I want it or not. But people feel that even if you know and understand something, you agree with it, and that's not true. You see, the polygamy thing, it's a problem because we don't have conversations, honest conversations about it, openly and in a respectful way. When you have a relationship where you want to take it in a polygamous direction, don't just rush into it. You have to sit down and have meaningful conversations. Do your research. Just like how you open the show, Raven, and you explain what polygamy is. Look up the meaning. Do your research. We in a day and age now where information is very accessible.
Yeah, man.
There are actual communities of people who practice polygamy and or polyamory, right? So you can go ask questions and know what is what. Then you set your boundaries, set your perimeters, set your criteria, your standards, and they're on the same page. What we don't do is that. And we just say, yo, we want to explore this thing, and we jump into it, and we do have a conversation about how much time you can touch, which part you can touch.
Kind of like.
All of them something. And then in the moment now, you understand me?
Yeah, I get it.
You give your woman 2 stroke and she get 3. Why? And she's stopping in the middle of the whole thing, right?
Right.
What the extra one there for?
Yeah, man. No,
Yeah,
no,
that was the part
that
of the
really,
discussion.
no. Trust me, that.
Yeah,
Really, no.
You put on thumb.
Yeah, stay too long over there, so.
You put on.
You never go on so when needed,
Hold
you're there
on,
alone.
Yeah. You understand?
Then he can say, you would do that, you would stop in the middle of
What you mean?
what's going on?
That madness.
You must understand your
And then get up and say, I'm going to give
Alright.
you guys some room.
Watch now. Say that again. Make that
You
statement
must
again.
understand your
You
boundaries.
cannot understand something you don't know. And if you don't
thing.
have a conversation to know
What
what
your
the
boundaries
boundaries are,
are, then
you
don't
can't.
do it. Only when it
You understand
Only
me?
when it
So there was no boundary.
Yeah.
And no shade to you. You understand me? But a lot of women are like you, where them never establish boundaries and so on. And then in the moment, them feel a way about
They
it.
find out quick.
You understand me? And that's when now them get up in arms. And you know, women, they must cannot own up to this. There are times where you are affected by something and you internalize it. And you don't tell us what it is, you know. You give us the guessing game, the mind reading game. We must figure it out. Here is attitude, take it and go figure out what it is and why it is. And how it is, and for how long it is. And we sit down now with we this now with an emotion. Like, what?
They carry the tree.
Give me this attitude that me don't know. That would serious.
Yeah, man. Trust.
That when I come out,
Trust me.
you make it before. How we deal with it?
Pro Max. Attitude Pro Max.
Yeah, you understand me? But at a conversation we now have,
Yeah.
that is what we need to have. You understand me? And that's a reason why I'm coming here, because I'm always about the edifying or the education of it. I'm not going to tell anybody that you must go and do polygamy or polyamory. But I want people to understand that polyamory has more good than it does bad. It serves.
I think it have more bad than good. I think it's more niche.
Okay, all right. I want to hear both.
Right,
Yeah, man.
good. When I say it has more good than bad, is in the scope of it, right? Because my virgin just said there is a niche for it. So let me use that. Within the niche of polyamory, it serves more good than it does bad. A few examples. Let's first establish this though, before I delve into it. Polyamory or polygamy is with knowing. This is not bun. This is not cheating. You understand me? So you know, say me and Denique. And Denique know say me and Raven. You understand me? Or if you want to use Jamar and Raven know say there's Denique. You understand me? But there is the knowing and the consent to it.
Yeah.
Right? Now, when that happens, one, women, as much as you have the capacity to have sex more frequently than men, you don't desire naturally, on average, the average woman don't desire sex as often or as frequently as men do.
I'd love a good joke, you know.
I'm not. You are an exception, perhaps. Come over there, start wine up already. But as I said, the average woman, as much as you don't love sex as much as men, you don't desire sex as frequently as men do. Though you have the capacity to have sex more frequently and for longer durations than men. So when there is a secondary person in the relationship, in the mix, the burden is shared.
No, it's all right. You keep my breath.
Hold on. But you understand me? So that's one. In a relationship where there is two persons and you live together and you share expenses, the burden of expense on one person is lessened. When there's a third and the same dynamic is true, it's even more that you save. So you can achieve more together as three even than you would have as two.
I hate always making it make sense.
You understand me?
Maybe we're onto something, got any
But always
excuse,
make it-
don't
That's
say,
the
"Can you
logic.
see people?" So-
That is literally logic, and it goes further into if you're living together, the dynamic of now cleaning the house instead of 2 person cleaning 2 room, 3 persons share
Yeah.
all of that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the burden is now shared. Let's inject a child into the mix, and again, this is a consensual household of responsible adults, not this frivolous wildlife living. I'm talking about consensual relationship. You have a child for me first, Denique, and Raven lives with us. You might have your own room, you have your own room, right? And I can interchange between rooms. That child now doesn't only have a mother and a father, but has 2 mothers and a father. There is now 3 persons taking care of the child, 3 persons looking after the child, 3 point of views and morals.
Rearing, yeah.
And rearing. So you as the mother sometimes want to take a 1 hour extra nap.
Yeah.
Raven can hold the child for a little bit. And when Raven now has a child, the children have a playmate, and you can help her to get more rest, and so on and so forth. And also, it limits and eradicates absentee fatherism.
This is
No,
insane.
a father is present because 2 women had an adult conversation to say, we love the same man. And let us also inject here. There are far more qualified, quality, good women than there are equally qualified,
Fair.
good men out there. So we know the ratio of men to women is imbalanced in favor of more women than there are men. Right? So when 2 men come and say, Ewa, here's one of the good man, we're honest enough to come and tell me, say, yo, him like you as much as him like me. And being a really, the jealous, understand my style, that way, this whole part of feelings and things. Let's be adults about it. Him could have do it behind our back. But since him honest and come forward, let's just be adults about it. All right? So we there, back to being consensual. Right? You know, not having to raise a child by yourself in a secret because I'm a private woman where I have to keep her on the corner. You understand me? I have an uncle, and when him dead, in wife, I know him have a whole different family with equal age children. Yeah. So for 20 odd years or 30 odd years, he had a whole different family.
Yeah.
And that is why polygamy solves that. So there's no secrecy. And you know, if you hide the pitney around one corner, around one
They're
place,
at
around
the
one part.
barbecue.
But the father can be present. The child knows his father and knows that he has 2 mothers. And tell me something, ladies. Isn't 2 women better than 1? Or 2 good women better than 1? I would think it is. Again, that's when it's a woman or women who consent to it and are in agreement with it. If that is absent, then the whole thing don't make no sense. But when it does, when there's that consent, there's that understanding, that's where polygamy carries more benefit than not. And then last point I'm going to make is there is now less women without a man, without a partner, a man who is protective, who is masculine, who is loving, who is respectful, who is romantic, who is sexually satisfying and pleasing. Because I know abundant of women who are good women, educated women, qualified women who don't have a man for themselves. And then them go on the corner.
Yeah.
Them say publicly them not gonna share the man, but behind behind closed doors, sorry. Them want side chick because they have that longingness for partnership. You understand me? For a connection with a woman, with a man, sorry.
Yeah.
So them would take on a man, them know it the last thing, them know say enough for them man, but them just want that connection. You understand me? When you take away that kind of foolishness and just be honest and open about being in a polygamous relationship or polyamorous relationship, it eradicates all them foolishness there.
Profound.
But that is when there is the niche for it. There is that common understanding, that common desire for it. When that is absent, then polygamy and polyamory is irrelevant because there's always going to be jealousy, there's always going to be anger, and all those other things that breaks a relationship down.
But ladies, you heard it here first. Share your man today.
I want to pause because you mentioned that you felt there was more bad.
He damn near converted me. But let me get into
I
it.
wanted to hear your perspective on that.
My perspective is that it's not in a disagreement. I just think it requires a certain type of person. You wrapped it up nicely in that. I think you have to be everybody involved is a specific type of person. And I think that there are less types of people like that than there are the majority. So most people are not going to be able to do this. I found out real quick. It's just not possible for me. It's not going to work for somebody like me or somebody like you that's very selfish. I won't say I'm a jealous man, but I'm a territorial man. You know what I mean? And it's not like me, I go attack somebody, but I'm going to just disappear.
Yeah.
So that's not going to work for something that requires open conversation and swallowing of any jealousy and all that. beautiful stuff. I think more people are like us in life than they are like the person that he described in that beautiful scenario, by the way. I kind of wish I was like that kind of person. 2 woman, the picking them have 2 mother. Ladies, think about it. Just think about it. But no, I just think it's more niche, but it's something that should be talked about, because the people that are like that probably don't know they're like that, and they might be miserable with the one man, and they end up coming home like our young lady here and saying, I feel like we need another person, to the wrong man who is not like that. So maybe if we were talking about it more and it was an option on the table, a lot more people could leave monogamy, find polyamory, and some people can just understand themselves a little better. Yeah.
No, to something that you said earlier, Ryan, which I wanted to open up that conversation a bit more. You mentioned absenteeism, fathers. So you believe that if men in general had 2 women, they would stick around more?
Dingy.
Do you think, and I want to know where that concept comes from. Is it the fact that you have men who are in one relationship, truth and in fact, cheating on their partners and having, other relationships elsewhere, dating other people, having oopsies here and there, or just doing whatever they want to do? So you're saying, no, if men in general can have 2 women, that men would stick around more and be a part of their children's life if they had 2 women. So for instance, this man is over here in his relationship, and for whatever reason he's unhappy and he decides to cheat and be with another female, get her pregnant. So if he can now both have these 2 women in the same household, being a dad to both kids, and both women are okay, then that would eliminate absenteeism. But not that men who are absent from their kids' life, that's not like a character flaw or something that's, separate and apart, that's going on with them. All so right. I want to hear that.
All right. Loaded question, but very, very valid question. Let me break down a few things in answering your question. First point I want to make is, just so it is understood, cheating is wrong. Not all cheating is because a man is unhappy and because he doesn't love you. But that's a different topic or another point to be made, to discuss. That's one. When I speak about absentee father now, it is in the context of men who want to be present but can't be present because of the backlash, the World War III that will be started. For example, here's the example now to frame it better for you. I am with you, Raven. I'm married to you. I love you and I am happy with you. But for other reasons, I met Danique, also attracted to her, excited about what she has to offer. I'm in a happy home with you, have our children. We have 2 beautiful kids, a boy and a girl, 2 years apart, right?
Very specific, okay.
Yeah, man. In a prep school, and I go on with them
on a roll.
Yeah, man.
I play football.
Yeah, man.
In a prep school.
Okay.
Prep school, you know.
Yeah, man, prep school. Primary school, I get mine, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyways, I digress. Danique, on the other hand here, professional woman, saw me and was like, oh my God, you're a tongue guy. So calm. Isn't it?
Yeah.
And we got into it. And then we had a oopsie. You understand me? And, with a child, deciding she's going to keep the child. But she understands that I have a relationship, a marriage, that if it goes public, or if you find out about her, you're going to tear her to pieces. And me can't be present in the child life because he's a bastard child. And me have to focus on you're pitting them and you're pitting them only. And all that stuff. And the church I go come down on me now because me have an outside child and I hope my career up on the line.
Yep.
Because of how you go tear me apart in the
society
public
set up.
and you go online, catch your phone in the car and I drive and say, part 1 of how my man gave me birth now have a child.
Me I said it straight.
Like, click on like if you want to hear part 2.
Yeah, man. TikTok.
Yeah, man. Life is not a serious point.
Believe.
You understand? And you want to avoid all of that.
Yeah, man.
The child now gets neglected. So the child have a recital or other important matters. I can't be there. I'm still squeeze the money around the pandemic and say, it's a part of the tuition. Somebody to do. You understand me?
Visit and
But to be physically there, and the child can see me run come up. Come here, I go see the child in public now, and the child run come, Daddy.
what's up, man?
You know what we are doing?
Yeah.
How we are doing? You can't do it public. You can't be there. But you want to be there.
Right.
Polygamy is where the same scenario is now understood, where Yannick knows that Denique and I have a relationship. Denique knows that Yannick is my wife, and you are the secondary partner. I come to you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yannick knows that I come to you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. She will call you even on Thursday and say, Denique, I really don't feel like cooking today. I've had a rough day, a long day. Make sure Ryan eat before him come home.
Yeah.
You understand me? You're a career woman. You don't want a man living in your yard, you know, in your house. You just want to make on Tuesdays and Thursdays and on a special occasion like your birthday or whatever type of thing. You understand?
Suppose the pair of them opposally sing.
No, that's how we live in the same house.
I don't. What is happening?
Yeah. So
No, but just
consent.
mind is now open.
But when there's consent,
Yeah.
and don't think what I'm talking about is far-fetched. These things are reality. There are persons who knows that their husbands, women who knows that their husbands have another woman. Understand me? But here's something I want you to focus on, because I don't want you to miss this point. Again, cheating is wrong. However, a man finds himself in a situation, and now you understand that I have a thing with Denique. Denique, you understand, say you are the side woman or the other woman. I wouldn't call it side piece of really when there is secrecy involved. But when it's now open and understood, and you actually have each other phone number and you can text each other and go read one book together and stuff. You understand me? I can now be a part of your child's life, be present, can call me daddy in public, can come over and have sleepovers with my other children, his siblings, and live in a harmonious situation where the father is able to be present, not just in your life, but not just in the child's life that we share, but in our children's life, and openly responsible for his children. There are a lot of those dynamics, but because the man has to keep it secret, he can't be more present, or in some cases, him just completely absent from the child life. Him knows if he mute, but him just not pay no attention this because of the firestorm he's gonna face if it is now known that he has an outside child, right? First of all, him shouldn't get himself in that situation. But second of all, it would solve the problem of men being absent when they want to be present. Me not talk about the man now who blatantly not fear hide, but just absent. Them that are carelessness. Them that are careless, man. Me not talk to them. Nobody tune into this program. That is not for you.
Come on, fire.
You understand me? Me not talk about the responsible man. Because ladies, you must understand this. The better the man, the more he is desired. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the better him look, the higher his earnings are, the better quality man he is. Again, I'll make reference to how I love. If I'm loving you the right way and you start to walk with a glow, you're not even walking around telling everybody about the man you have, but they will know that you're in a good relationship just by how you operate, how you deal with other people. You understand me? This man, I start with a man in time before you got work. You smile all day.
Come on, man.
You understand me? I say? Everybody's like, yo, a real thing. No, men like those are the men that other women are desiring. I'm not talking about the regular crabby woman then. I talk about high quality women who want high value men. And these are the men who often find themselves in these situations where, whether intentionally or otherwise, he's now fathering multiple children with multiple women, but having to keep the other women in most cases private and, a hidden secret. Polygamy eliminates that situation, that problem.
Okay, and I agree. I agree for the most part with, what that situation is as it relates to polygamy. But let's just get back to the root of what the thing is. Being in your relationships, just have respect for your partner. Especially as you had mentioned earlier, if you did not enter into that relationship stating that you want, a polygamous relationship, and we entered into it saying, this is a monogamous relationship, then I don't think you get a pass to know go out and cheat, obviously cheating is wrong.
Right.
But then no, because you went out and cheat and you got caught and you got somebody's pregnant, now all of a sudden you want to be in that situation.
Sure.
That's not gonna work for me, because when we met and we decided to be in a committed relationship, get married, do all the things, we agreed that we would be monogamous. That was our agreement when we stood in front of God and the church and had the word them and say, I do till death do us part.
Damn.
Right? So don't cheat, make a mistake like oops and your penis fall on one girl but vagina. And
Happens
then
all the
be like,
time.
First of all, y'all know my perspective. I don't
Bananas on the floor. It's crazy.
I mean, these potholes, the other day, bro, my virgin, I said, end up with them child, you know.
I'm telling you.
a pothole.
The man dropping on a pothole literally, and next thing you know, the woman pregnant.
He was just driving the car with her, but continue, please.
So, right, cheating is not a mistake. I don't think
Right.
cheating is a mistake ever.
Yeah.
You know exactly what it is that you're doing. You have so
Precisely.
many opportunities to stop. Wait, don't do this. This is gonna hurt my part. You know, you got the pharmacy and you buy the condom. And you got a girl,
Or
you
not.
chat her up on Instagram and you DM her and you text her and say, hey, what are you doing today? And you do all of those things. And you're going to come home and say, it was a mistake. No, it was not a
Yeah,
mistake.
yeah, but-
you did what you did. Own up to what you did. Don't call it a mistake. Just say, babe, I
Yeah.
did something. But don't let that be the excuse to now try to lead us into a polygamous relationship because you know made a mistake. Declare from early, as you also mentioned prior, which is people need to start being honest about what they want.
But hold on there, Buckaroo.
Yes.
Because remember, life is a continuum.
Yeah.
And one thing that is constant,
Change.
many things are, is change. People change over the years. And when I got, excuse the cheating situation, I'm
Yeah.
there with you.
Mhm.
But in the case that it started off monogamous, but then you realize through whatever combination of life events that
Mhm.
you want to go a different direction and you're done there with the person or you're married. And they say, we're on this journey together. Instead of going divorce or breakup, they said, I'd like to carry you with me. Is there no virtue in such a sentiment?
So what I was trying to clarify earlier was the cheating part of it, getting somebody else pregnant and not trying to merge
Right.
these two families in one without having that conversation. No, if you're speaking to, we've been together for 10 years, we're married, and then no, for whatever reasons, things are just not okay,
Mhm.
then I think we should probably sit down and have a conversation to say,
Yeah.
all right, maybe this now work. We
Mm.
don't want to get a divorce, so what can we do? But that conversation needs to be had. I feel like a lot of times in that situation, it is forced upon the woman to now accept something because
well,
she doesn't have a choice now.
Let's not say force, but the situation is incumbent. The baby I got born. We have 9 months to figure this out. So I'm not gonna say it
Yeah.
forced. And I think there's just a bit of virtue in the guy saying, you know what?
Yeah.
Instead of the espionage, can we find a way to live as a
No,
village?
but here's the thing though. Sorry, Denny. Here's the thing. I always put kids first. So if we're together and we're married and you did what you did and you got someone else's pregnant,
Right.
for me, I will never ever tell you, don't take care of your child. No. The child have no business in knowing what you do. I want you to know your child, be a part of your child's life. If me if I play a stepmom into the child, integrate the child into the family with their siblings, absolutely.
Okay, here comes
But
the kicker.
in no way, shape, or form expect that I am now going to be a sister wife. That's not gonna happen because I sit on my throne. That is mine. There's nobody sitting next to me. And if you feel the need to have someone sit next to me, I will not have someone sit next to you. Ever.
So can
Because
she-
you're my king and I'm your queen. And we're gonna keep it like that till the end of time. And if you want me to continue to treat you like a king, same respect. You understand?
I'm now curious because is it then that you can't have any relations, but it's the mother's child, so she can come or like how does it work in your mind?
As in, if I would be very much cordial with her, absolutely. No. Me not because here's the thing, this is what I don't like in situations where your man cheat on you
Right.
and then you go after the woman. I don't like that.
Never.
Okay.
believe
Do
in
not
that.
go after. And
Say
if I'm me
it
as
say it
a
again for the ladies on the back there.
I don't believe in
How you
that.
gonna-
Don't
Look here, it's that
gonna
lady in the
attack-
kitchen that is
don't
washing
gonna
her plate.
attack the
Yeah.
woman.
And
I
listening,
think
that
that's
would do
such a
that?
low blow and
Listen
it's
to
very
this.
low class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your man no say married to you and only then I want to commit and him step out of the relationship.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes we're not gonna say a lot of these women don't know, because some of
Right.
them do
And
know that the
encourages
man
them.
married
Yeah.
and want the man, and she in a business because she gonna take a girl man and way and say and say and whatever. But I would never approach another. First of all, I'm my man. I will never pick up my phone and call another woman about my man. When my man come on me, deal with him.
Hey,
Right.
Yo.
So if I need to know her and be cordial with her, because guess what? No, you have a child, I have my children. I need to know what kind of woman you are. Because now my children are probably going to come over to your house too for sleepovers. And if you're not that kind of woman that I think is conducive for my kids to be around, then me I gonna be like, all right, the child them can play, but the pitney of ours come over here. So because no, me
Yeah,
can monitor. She
Yeah,
is a loose cannon or whatever it is. But I don't ever believe in, extricating the kids away because of what a man did.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
That's-
you also mentioned cheating like a king. Devil's advocate. So the king them were the worst. You know much concubine and wife them man that did have. I mean, I think you want to say king,
and also remember that all these concubines and wives
Right.
were also their downfall as well.
No, facts. Woman will always be man downfall.
All right. So choose one. We're not gonna give you the daughter. You have two of them. Chances are at some point. And listen,
Why is it? Let's go back here now.
Yes, say.
God, this I'm telling you, bro. You're there with a good woman. Yeah, educated, a professional, works in corporate, right?
Right.
And I spoke about how you, as a high value man, attract these high value women.
All the time.
Get this. I was just put an example again. Raven, high value woman. I'm with you. And I end up meeting Danique, a high value woman. Of course, we have kids together. Then I got you pregnant. All of a sudden, you with your PhD is a dirty girl, a little careless girl, I like that, bro.
No.
Hey, if you hear all your dry head, ashy back foot,
Yeah, but
You understand
like, real.
you lose, girl.
Yeah.
Real.
You understand me? Come to your bro. All of a sudden, you're no longer a classy woman,
Everything got.
Because once you are the secondary woman, another woman will always look upon you lesser than
Fear.
and all these things.
You don't know
understand
why
me?
though? You
Why?
don't know why? Because it's all about your morals and your values.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You respect another person no matter what.
Mm.
Because why would you then know that this person is happily married in a relationship and you're trying to forcibly insert yourself?
What if it's not?
Hold on. That woman now will not have respect for this woman trying to, because you have women, educated or not, would let other women know that I know that this is your man. I know that some people dry here, no say your husband, and then we tell you DM you, see you on road when you go to the supermarket,
Yeah,
and
woman
tell you
to
say,
woman
and text you or come
conversation.
to your person and tell you say,
Yeah,
me
take
there with
that.
your man, me want your man, and me go take your man. That's
Why
I
never-
don't care of your
Why
your
women?
level
Why
of
is the conversation never?
education.
I know he's your man. I want him, man. We're going to share the man.
No.
It's not
Why you
like
have to
that,
take-
though.
And I'm
The
happy
man.
that you said that.
Maybe we
because
need
at
more
the end of the
conversations
day-
like this.
At the end of the day, I'm happy that he said that, because at the end of the day, no woman really wants to share.
I think that's a Western way of
Because-
thinking.
Because you see this person and you want to take him for yourself, but you see the thing is, other women are not thinking that when you take this man, there's always gonna be somebody else that possibly want to take. That's why the bar says, you get him, so you lose him. So if you try to take, which obviously we know you can't take a person from another person. Them did already want to leave.
Nah,
This is
no
just the
papers.
door being cracked, and them a try to slither
Let's
them
talk
back
about
out.
it.
You understand?
Look at this.
Yeah.
All right. Now, you began asking a question earlier. I was waiting for you to come back with it. So I'm going to preempt you. Why do men desire more than one woman? I think you were going there with one of the questions. Why men want to cheat or want polygamy in the first place?
I never said that.
No, man.
I don't think I was saying that.
All right, never mind. I probably
I
have a question in my head though.
Oh, you probably had it in your head. Yeah.
You want-
No,
Okay,
but that is necessary.
Tell us why do you think
but that is necessary.
men
But
want
before I break down, what was I saying? All right, let me go there. All right, men, we are procreators by nature.
Mm-hmm.
We were not made equal in that regard where procreation is concerned. A woman, again, has the aptitude, capacity, ability to have sex more often and for longer durations than men, right? However, by no fault of a woman, she can only have one child per 9 months to a year. One.
Unless it's twins or whatever. Yeah.
So a woman can sleep with 10 men in one night. She can only get pregnant for one. I've seen the very, very rare occasion where a woman ended up with twins for separate men.
Mm-hmm.
That's also a possibility.
Mm.
But that's very, very rare. Okay? That's an anomaly. But a woman, by virtue, as much as she's capable of going 10 men in one night,
Jesus.
she can only be pregnant for one. That speaks to her natural ability, natural desire, natural composition. Men, on the other hand, with the same duration of time, with 10 women, he impregnates 10 women. And that speaks to the man's makeup, how he's built, how he's created. So I say this to say, men naturally have that desire for procreation.
Lock and key.
Right? Now, another conversation can be had about how we are brought up to think as it pertains to multiple partners, right? But as I said, that's a different conversation. But back to it. Men procreate by nature. So it is more often that men will desire multiple women, even when he's happy with a woman. That's why I said earlier, cheating is wrong, but it's not always derived from being unhappy
Or a deficit.
or and dissatisfied either. Right? We can go through the list of popular women who is every man's desire, every man's dream, and yet the man that they have, that those women have, Halle Berry, Beyonce,
Jay-Z.
you understand me?
Bon
They've
Stiller.
all had their run-ins with a man desiring another woman, and it wasn't because they weren't sufficient. It's just what men are. No, I'll say this: being monogamous requires discipline. Monogamy is a choice. It's not a default setting.
Not at all.
That's very important to understand. Again, these are the conversations we're not having. We just feel that every man born and built to be monogamous. A bad broke, and just greedy. If you want more than one woman. No, it is not. And that is an arrogant, ignorant statement to make. You understand what I'm saying? We have to talk about it and understand why a man desires more than one woman and what it takes for him to just be satisfied with one or to stick to one. And men can do that, and men have been doing it. There are a lot of men who chooses one woman, sticks to the one woman, have been faithful, loyal, and loving to the one woman. But that takes discipline. It's a choice he makes. All right? As does men choose to go and be with multiple women. But it's not something him does. It's not a disease when him catch. For just all of a sudden want more than one woman. So that speaks to why a man would desire more than one woman and would want to go out there and have multiple relationships. These are the conversations we must be having so we understand how to treat each situation individually, separately, and know how to move forward. Because sitting here, I can go either direction. I have my choice. Do I want to be monogamous? I understand what monogamy is, what it requires, what it comes with, the rewards of monogamy, the challenges, the limitations of monogamy. Equally, I've now spent the time to understand what polygamy is, what it comes with, what it requires. Because polygamy come with work too, in a virgin.
Yep.
You understand me?
More work because of
it's
the
double.
Of course, it's more
communication.
work. It's
Right?
double the thing.
Communication.
But it's
Yeah.
just as how a person decides whether they want to spend 10 years studying to be a doctor and enjoy the lifestyle of being a doctor, or him spend 3 years studying marketing and equally satisfied with the lifestyle he lives as a marketer. It's a choice you make. Yes, being a doctor, having a PhD takes 10 years out of your life. Some people choose the harder road to success, while others choose a shorter road to success. So it's really by your pickings. So yeah, polygamy might carry more work, monogamy has less, but it's what each desires. What we're not doing and what we haven't been doing is having the open, honest conversations about it, understanding it. No more, I just one more thing. I don't want to be long-winded, but as it pertains to all of a sudden, like when you make the point, say, yo, one thing about life is that we always change.
Yeah.
We grow, we learn. You understand me? We evolve. You may not have started a relationship intending to be polygamous, but along the way, you became knowledgeable of it. And this can go from either the man or the woman. All right? I think we must be more understanding in entertaining a conversation. I can have a conversation with you about polygamy and understand it better and say, okay, I agree that it has these advantages. However, I still prefer monogamy. What I have seen is a blatant, no, I'm not talking about it. You can't come to me with that. We're going to polygamy. No, I'm not upon that. I'm never build for that. I'm not do that. And them behave very arrogant.
Because of society. It's a societal norm that we need to reshape.
But you see, me now personally, I can't deal with an arrogant person.
True.
I like when we can have meaningful conversations because
anything.
My aim is always to understand, even if I don't agree. I don't have to agree with you to understand you.
Leave.
But I can understand you and agree with you or disagree. It can't be that I disagree but don't understand. That is ignorance. I'm looking at the camera and say it. That is ignorance. I don't care how much degree you have. If you cannot entertain a conversation, understand a person's perspective, hear what they're saying, and still disagree, you're ignorant, my friend.
Yeah, man.
You understand me?
If you never know.
That's the problem with society, if you ask me.
Well, I mean, just to tie everything together, guys, we all know that it's, it varies from person to person. You're in a relationship, whatever your decisions are. But I think the root of the matter is, or the problems that we've been having, as we've been saying this entire conversation, which is persons are not having
the conversations.
Honest conversations about what it is that they want. And in some cases, as I said earlier, a lot of people get forced or tied into situations that they themselves didn't even know that this is what they bargained for. And a lot of people, and I know for women, oftentimes feel bamboozled into thinking she's getting this, and then she ends up getting this because the man wasn't honest. Why? Because of society, it's not okay to express that I want this or I want that or I don't want this or I don't want that. So I think, and we're gonna keep encouraging it. Have the honest conversations. You're meeting somebody, you start the first date say, listen, I want 2 women, I want 2 man. If you're not upbeat, let's just not move past the first date. Because it don't make no sense, because you know in your head what you want and what your desires are.
True.
And people have their limitations. So don't go beyond the first date if you know, say, yo, that girl here, now go give you what you want, or that man here, now go give you what you want.
Me can add something to you, sir?
Yes.
Look at this too. A man will know, say, a woman in a relationship.
Yeah.
And he might take peace from her. Nothing wrong with her them time there, you know. He might enjoy it to the fullest, you know, because he might take her next man woman, you know.
But when a film turn,
the same woman now becomes his woman, she can't go sleep with the next man, you know. Because when you were in a relationship with your man and he might take peace from you, you were also sleeping with your man, you know. So he did okay with you sleeping with 2 men.
Interesting.
However, when you now become his woman, he can't.
Not that.
You understand me?
so that's what I'm saying. You have to have honest, and most importantly, you have to be honest with yourself.
Yeah, because
You
some
have to be
people, they
honest.
don't know. Like, you would start out the relationship, be like, yes, adamantly, I want you and you alone. You are it for me. And then 10 years down the line, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So long.
you're like, okay, maybe I would like to explore something else. You understand? Adding that, you decipher it, you have the conversations. In the event that you don't know what you want in the beginning when you start dating, then you take that time to find yourself, do some classes, do some self-introspection, and then to understand what you are as an individual and then what you would like from somebody else.
Yeah, and you first have to know yourself, because a lot of people go into relationships, you don't even know, you've never spent time with yourself. You don't know what you like. You don't know if you like it upside down or to the left.
You don't know if you like the helicopter on the bed. You don't
Yeah,
know.
but it's other people bring that out of them, you know. They don't know until them buck a person make them face that in themselves.
But you
Sometimes
have to explore you though. So like, even if from your first relationship, you're like, oh, I don't like that. Try and figure out what you like, what you don't. And we said this earlier too, like, relationships take work. Every single day, you have to get up and decide, okay, I'm gonna choose this person, even when they're annoying, even when you don't want to talk to them today, even when them do something really bad and you're just like disgusted or whatever it is, you still have to make up your mind. I'm choosing this person. I'm going to work with them, and you have to have conversations every day to say, all right, last year we were on this path. This year, maybe we need to switch it up.
Yeah.
Do something like you have to keep communicating with each other every single day, right? So I want to play a little game.
Jaja God.
Right? So this one is called.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I'm gonna give a few statements, right?
Right.
And you're gonna answer by way of hard no,
Jaja.
soft yes, or say less. So hard no, you're not
gonna do
it.
it.
A soft yes, like
Could think about it.
Yeah. But say less.
Say less.
Definitely. That's on the table. No talk about it.
yeah,
Have it. Let's go.
yeah. All right. So your partner wants to bring a third person into the relationship permanently.
What gender?
I know that's gonna go. You don't know.
Mommy!
You don't know.
She just said we want a third
somebody
person.
else.
We
Could be a
haven't
puppy.
decided. No, we
No.
haven't decided.
Could be a puppy, you know.
No
Animal parents around here.
Yeah.
We're
Man.
talking about real people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is important for me to go.
To move
You
forward.
answer.
Okay, so it's a hard no.
No, it's a conversation.
Okay,
the question has to
oh,
be.
you want to have the conversation.
So
if it's
that's
a man
two-part
or a
question.
woman?
Mm-hmm.
Want to bring another person in the relationship permanently?
Mm-hmm.
A man. No. It's a hard no. Rock of Gibraltar, no. You understand me?
What? Set the scene now.
What's the strongest rock or stone you have?
Hey.
I can't even say the wall of Jericho because they come down.
Yeah.
This
Wall
now.
of China. Great Wall of China.
I don't
man.
know.
That big
But
town.
yeah, you were.
No,
You
so
have to
like
move it.
you have to set the scene. Say you guys have been having the conversation for weeks now. I want to carry somebody in. You're like, okay, we have to talk about it. You guys having the conversations. You finally get to the point where yes, we can do this, right? But it's another male, but you don't know that it's a male.
I wouldn't have
Who has a conversation like that?
People hide things
People do
when
be
they're
doing
talking.
that.
Yeah.
People do be doing
Whereas
that.
it's because I know that you will definitely say no if I say, and I'm like, I want a man in the relationship.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. I only entertain intelligent conversations. If you can't come to me and say, I want us to explore the possibility of having another man in the relationship, well, that conversation not gonna reach 2 minutes. The moment you come to me about another person, who,
Yeah.
what,
Man.
and until we get past the who and the what, there's no further conversation. So if you want to buck shuffle and
So
keep
what's
that
the difference
secret,
between having a man in the relationship? To
Yeah,
having
what
a
if the
woman
woman
in the
is like,
relationship?
yo, she just want, she just want two men.
I am all for a woman being liberated. Darling, there's the door. Go find yourself.
Run!
Me now stop paying, my friend.
I'll make it lick your
Again,
way out.
not even that more, not even if I lick it on the way out. You understand me? Because you don't get the licking if it's inside there, but then you want the next man. No licking for you, my friend. So, again, my love language is for you to accomplish all your heart's desires and dreams and aspirations. But if those things can't be accomplished with me involved, go get it.
Yeah.
I am not here to stop you.
Yeah.
Go.
And where I am now, it no matter
So what
if
if
it's
she
a...
go get it and she realize it's hard out there and she wants to come back?
And that happens. I've heard the stories.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
No, let me tell you. It's easier going down the hill than coming back to the top of the mountain. You made it to the top of this mountain.
Jaja.
You climbed on top of this rock.
This
And
hard.
jumped off. Hope you had a parachute in.
Okay. Where you
Because it's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
You know this. It's a reality. It's
Yeah.
it's harder to get to the top than it is to come crashing down. And you decide to jump off of this mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Mountain.
Jamal, what do you think? What are
For me, there's
Yeah.
no difference. Where I am now in my life, as a young man, I would have said if it's a woman, okay. But where I am now, it could have been a woman, man, dog, cat, alien, auntie, uncle, pen.
Yeah.
One, if I this me did marry, I this me there with. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I respect that.
That's some mistake. Me can't.
Okay.
But too jealous, bro. Me can't.
All right. Here's another one. Your spouse. No, you guys had the conversation. This is your lifestyle now. You're okay with all the things, right? Your spouse wants their other partner. So you know, so your spouse have another partner. When they talk about it, you agree. Everything good, right?
We still not get past the what gender.
All right.
No. This is a case where you are okay. So whether it is
A
you
fantasy lad.
as a man have your woman and your woman have a next woman, you're okay with her having another woman. You're fine. And y'all do whatever y'all want to do. But you've had this conversation. Everything is good. You're all right. But here's the scenario. Your spouse wants their other partner to have a separate apartment. So the other partner don't live with you now. Right? But now they want you guys to come together collectively to support the other person. So pay for them apartments and all of them things there. Right, jump
We can't see what else.
How y'all work it out?
Sorry, I never hear that one.
So we share like we're supposed to buy them an apartment.
Like pay rent or whatever, yeah.
Share the utilities.
Yeah.
Which camera?
Groceries.
This is my camera.
Yeah.
Say no to scamming.
Yeah, I know a man, Bridget.
Scam ya get scammed.
That's a
That
hard
is
no.
scamming.
That's a hard no.
All right, next one. You fall in love with the additional partner because you see, this is always a risk in these kind of relationships.
Okay, so it's a woman.
Yeah, it's a woman. All right, let's settle it.
Yes, right?
No, that's when we realize. That is when we realize it's a woman. You don't fall in love with something now, you know.
Whoa!
You don't know. There are other people out there that might fall in love with the other person too.
Before we talking to Ryan and Jamal, remember who's on the panel?
Right. So you fall in love with the additional partner and now you want to leave your current partner to just only be with this person.
No, that's a hard no. I would never do that.
That's wicked.
I wouldn't do that.
That's so wicked, man.
That's it. Okay, all right. That was I thought that one would have been hard.
I thought,
Yeah.
No, let me say this. If I was in a relationship with you, and then we added a third person, and I feel like I'm falling in love more with this person, and then to leave you, I would rather leave both of you and start fresh.
That's fair.
That's just wretched. You see, you have to understand. Again, it goes back to who I am. I'm glad you asked a question there, so it put things into perspective. When you love somebody, even when you are no longer being served, you still want to ensure that person is okay.
Yeah, man.
The only way me want to destroy you is when you try to destroy me. You get what I'm saying? But if it is that I am now the problem, that I am no longer in love with you, I don't want to cause you so much harm that it will destroy you. And I know it will destroy you if you see me now leave you to go be with someone else that I was already knowing while with you. You get what I'm saying? Versus just saying, here, what, this thing is over. It's going to hurt just the same. Well, it's going to hurt regardless. However, it wouldn't devastate you the way it would to know that I left you for her. Versus if I just leave it to her and go find somebody and just keep it out of your face.
Yeah.
You understand? There are different levels to love, And love takes some great deal of consideration. So you have to think about them thing there. So it's a hard no for me because me not going to leave. No, the primary for the secondary.
Yeah, you should have find some crashes, man, bring upon this. Yeah. Them man have too much, values on them things.
Final one, your partner wants to post about it on social media. Are you being public with your poly relationship, or it's something that you're going to keep on the wraps? Because remember, you got church, you have your family, you have the community.
True.
How are you now going to handle
You're
this
answering the
situation?
question for me, because for me to go public about a polygamous relationship, I have to count the cost. How will it affect my lifestyle? Because for me, if it's not going to have any bearing on how I earn and how I live, then so be it. Because one of the things I've learned, Christian people are unforgiving until they are accepting. So they'll be hard about one thing, but you give them time, they'll warm up to it, or they'll just learn to accept even if they don't agree. That's something I can tell you consistent about church people. You get me? So I have my church family, and I decided, hey, I'm going to be known. I'm in a relationship with 2 women. Now let's make a bunny out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bonfire pan yours.
Yeah, man.
But you keep living your lives, prospering in life, being good citizens in life. They'll warm up to it. Pay a good tithe,
Pay a
It's
good
an offering.
time.
They
Hallelujah.
warm up.
Hallelujah, brother.
They might
man.
still not agree that you should go out and do it, or
Yeah.
others should go do it, but as long as you're not affecting, and then probably become a catalyst for other men in the church,
Right.
want more than one woman,
Right.
there might be a problem there. But
Yeah.
if it's not going to adversely affect my life
Yeah.
and those I love, then So that answer would be we can talk. That's it.
Oh, the soft
Yeah,
yes.
man.
Soft yes.
Soft yes.
Okay, Jamar, you?
I just think hard no. I think the less people know about my bedroom life, the better. Hard no. Yeah, man.
I think we've established in this conversation that Jamar is just
Jamar is
not.
not that funny.
You go through some things in our life.
It's not for me.
Me try the things
I
them
don't
already.
wanna
That's all
do
we can
this.
say. Maybe if you did ask me a couple of years ago, you'd
You
get
would have
some
said
different
yes,
answer. But
you realize that it's just not.
I'm a
for you.
learned man.
I'm
You're
happy.
learned.
Grizzled through
I
many
am happy that
battles.
you've learned that this is just
Yeah, man.
not your thing. It's not for me. I don't
man.
want to do it. I'm not built this way.
And it's funny,
Yeah.
woman is either yeah, when you look like us. I mean, come on.
When
It's
you
either
look
you-
like-
it's either you have a woman or you or. That literally, that's what they assume.
Really?
No,
That's
Why,
literally.
why you think
literally.
so though? Why you think so? Why when women look at you both, tattoos on the arms, pierced ears, hats, glass beard,
Yeah, what
you
you
know,
trying
why
to say?
women think that either have woman or not, who y'all are very promiscuous. Why?
It went back to what you said when you're high value. It is assumed because you are desired by more. More than likely, you are engaged with more. It's not necessarily the case. It's like
Yeah.
if you're not lock up, you must lock around. You get me? With one back up woman. So it make dating both easy and hard at the same time. If that makes sense.
Okay, you can weed out all the ones that make no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also
It's hard because the ones that you desire
They must say,
are
"Oh, yeah,
harder to
work."
get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
work.
work. They like but
Yeah.
they would be like, yeah, you have a
Yeah.
woman.
Him.
Man, I want you because
Yeah,
you're gonna
man.
be you're trouble.
Don't you love a good challenge, Nick?
Yeah,
They're gonna be like, "You're trouble."
110%.
I love a good challenge. I love a good competition.
What the hell?
Yeah, like, you know.
Why you, sir?
Well, maybe I need to reevaluate my findings. I need to
Cause
reevaluate my
Have this
conclusions.
if
conversation.
you want me, I me want you. What you mean? What
It's gonna work
No,
out.
man, the
It's
video
gonna
out
work
there
out.
very.
what
very-
competition? Like,
I know.
let's go. Let's see what go. in.
That's interesting.
You know, but
And
it's-
I think the answer Jamar just gave to is perfectly in synergy with what he said prior to that statement. The stage of life he's in.
And that-
We've
and
gone
that's-
through stages
and
where
that's-
women play
and that's-
hard forget.
Hard ball.
And the same woman 10 years down the road.
No, it's almost like me know why you just again.
Yeah, but then easy now, bro. Then easy now. You understand me?
You get me?
'Cause the truth is, here's the thing. Women, you hit your prime earlier than us.
That's a fact.
So it's when we reach
That's a
our
fact.
prime now, only depend on the decline.
That's all.
In some cases, not all. Not
Please
all.
don't kill him, but he's right.
no. I listen, man.
By the time we hit, yo, how much, bro?
I'm like 30.
Oh, you're old.
30
man.
years
Alright,
old.
so is it the G as he is now as 30? Is in the next 10 years?
Them dead. When we the funny yacht.
Easy catch.
another one.
And even one on funny, they come back.
Look at this one. Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Notice. Let me
There's
inform you on
different
something.
primes though.
Hold on. Let me inform you on
Yeah.
something. True. The most valuable fish you can catch is a marlin. You've heard about those marlins?
Oh, absolutely.
Go to one of those events and see what type of men are there are there fishing. Never the young.
No, it's always the older man.
It's the older.
Result.
Yeah.
So that's the cycle of life.
But then you see it all comes
So
back
when
down to
we are
people.
at the prime of our lives, women are now less resistant to us. And they themselves, having gone through a few bad relationships, now realize that this game that they play of hard to get is nonsense. You know what you want, you know what you need, and you see what you want.
Get it
Why
right.
keep
there you go.
Get it right,
There you
right?
go. No, but for a serious question though, have you ever played like hard to get? You have?
Yeah.
You worked
Playing
out
it right now.
favorable?
I see it in her eyes. She playing it right
It
now with
worked out,
somebody.
it worked out favorable.
Huh?
It worked out favorable.
For me?
It did.
Yeah.
Is he still in your life?
No.
There you go.
That's what I said. For me,
Oh, yeah.
I just like at the point. I just like the chase of it.
So you never get nothing.
Huh?
That's one of those things I don't know if I understand the playing hard to get. I never understood it. I never grasped the concept. I never subscribed to playing hard to get. Because I'm a very all-in person. Like, if I like you, I want you to know that I like you. And then let us figure it out. But why is it I need for I like you today, I don't like you today. And there's just so many things online nowadays that's trying to tell you how you should be. Like, when a man texts you, you should not respond
Immediately,
an hour later.
exhausting.
Don't tell the man say
They
you
can't
like
bother.
him. Don't show too much interest in him. When you go on the first date, you should those things bother me. Cause why we are do this?
Is it at this day and age, though? A girl try to tell you.
What's that?
You text her and she'll play the hard forget. You see, next time she see me,
Yeah.
and she ready to talk to me, I had a woman on my arms.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You see this weekend, and you play out, me talk to you, I play hard forget. Yeah, man. She see me the next weekend out again.
Yeah.
With somebody
Be
else.
intentional about what you want.
I make sure I call to her so she see me.
You're good.
That's all right. That's
Yeah, man.
nice.
Hey. And I turn to the girl, I'm like, hey, what's up? Much giggling.
That could be you.
That
But
could
he
have
was
been-
playing.
That could have been.
Yeah, man.
But you're playing, right? I don't like.
No, I don't even have the patience.
You
Like,
call
life
to
too
the
busy.
girl.
So
No, when I realize the maths, I keep going back to the maths. When I do understand, while you are chased more than men are pursued, there are far less of us than there are of you. You are more easily and readily replaceable than we are. Man, I'm not always look on, but what quality and standard and character of a man we're talking about. How man says, we can't get a man. Yes, you can. You always will. But what are you getting?
Nowadays, men stop looking men.
Yeah, them are we for look them.
There are
no.
no
But that's
men,
another
there are
topic
no
for
men
another day.
out there.
But you see them I say?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you have to
when
bring
when
it back out, yeah.
decide to want to sit down and play and farm fool on yourself, go and go farm the fool, my friend.
Facts.
Danique, you have some stuff for us? Let's get into some kinks, guys.
Okay.
All right, come on, say your segment.
All right, let's go.
All right. What is the actual difference between a kink and a need? So, like, what do you classify as a kink, or what do you classify as me just needing something?
Oh, can I come without it?
Add more into it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I, if we don't do this kink, can I still have a good time and reach nirvana? Or, no, you have to go do that something. You have to go for the ice cube, No. That's
Ice
the
Cube,
difference.
you like?
I was gonna say.
No, it's not ladies. Realize how inside a call from man, from Jamaica reach here,
Let me tell you this. The sun at Jamaica with it. Sun at go
Yeah,
for the
but
cube them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, but
So
yeah,
you're
that's the difference.
asking us what is the difference between a kink and a need?
need.
Okay.
I think that is clear.
Yes, they're closely correlated because some people become dependent on
Oh,
the
that's
kink.
true.
So now they
That's
need
true.
the kink
High beam,
to
high
reach
beam.
nirvana, to reach
That's true.
ecstasy, to reach that peak.
Mm.
And that's a tricky thing. You know what I mean? But a
Whereas-
kink initially started out as that extra
Mm.
thing.
So it
That-
became
that-
king.
that-
King became need.
That
Need,
add-on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
a kink is not innate.
Mm.
It's not something you were born with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
'Cause
technology.
vanilla is what we would call it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is what we all need initially,
Mm.
right? And then a kink was added.
Yeah.
So the room was hot and the ice was introduced. You understand?
No, but
And then you realize that, ooh,
yeah.
I like the
Friends.
chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand? So now all we need there, Alaska, you ask for ice. All of a sudden.
All right.
Yeah, son, because
No, but
got used to the ice. It added that
is true.
extraness for and then it's what an addiction does. It makes you dependable or dependent on it. You become dependent on it. And it starts here really, is you having the ability to control what you need versus what you want. But a lot of times we don't have that differentiation and we don't control it. So now the want becomes the need. So now even when, as I say, they're Alaska and you're already cold, you still ask for the ice.
See the ice cube. Still ask for the rose. When you talk about the rose,
No.
Bro, it's on different topic.
We can move on.
Is that how much time we have for this?
We can go as long as you guys can go.
No.
Hey, you want to be here all night? What are you talking about?
I never tell you as long as we can go. We cannot go as long as a rose. So that needed conversation.
Yeah.
Because no, then plug in.
As long as you might think.
We would have known.
I wouldn't know.
I don't. You know all
I wouldn't know.
No, me don't know.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, you always have a designated man.
Oh, I do? Probably.
You see? Rose was introduced by persons playing hard to get. Rose was introduced by people playing hard to get. You see why I don't play hard to get? But next question.
All right. Have you ever hidden a king from a partner because you thought they would judge you or leave you for it? And what was that king?
Let me start. No.
Thank God.
No.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay.
No, I mean 100%. Yeah, you can't just. Well, not fully. It's the stages. So when you just get with somebody, see it there. When you just get with somebody, you might hide it for a while, and then eventually that come to the fore. But you can't. I personally would not just brawl in, just to talk to this person. I say, all right, so this is what I need for my knee back, my elbow going to need this. No, man, you have to feel out. And when I got there, that's one of my markers. When I start sharing all the kinks them, someone knows, I can't deal with that person. Yeah.
Okay.
Not a moment before. But in my younger days, in erroneous, when you jump in at the thing, and they said, Jano, but Shega can make the glamity, or you know what I mean? Shega can put the thing upon it. Jano. I hide it for a little bit.
Yeah. I'll say something. On second thought, I might have, because when you give that explanation, I can say that's something I might have done, not disclose right away, because I think most individuals like to have some amount of mystery to them, right? And a little intrigue. Yes. So I've seen where a person said, "Oh, I don't do this, I don't do that," initially, but it's once you took them up to Alaska.
All right.
It's
chilly in here.
Then break out the ice, then take out the jam, the mustard, the mayonnaise, the whipped cream. Yeah. Yeah, sir.
Okay.
And I said, but didn't you? Never mind. Because since it's here, might as well have a feast. But them tell us, oh no, I don't do this, I don't do that. Because not everybody wants to right away tell her that
That is it.
I have these type of kinks. I'm freaky. I'm a freak.
Yeah, man.
All right. So what are some kinks that you have? Because for
No,
me,
we're not doing that.
any kink.
And don't tell her. Ice.
No. But there's another one from the ice. Because any kink that I have, really and truly, half of it I don't try. But I read about it and I'm like, oh, this is different. I think I might kind of, like.
So you've never tried any of the kinks? You've never tried any
I
of the
never
kinks
said that, I never said that. But I can't jump into a relationship off the bat with somebody and be like, I kind of want you to run the knife down my chest like this. You get me? No, they're going to look at me funny. I can't let you know that.
So that's one of your, that's one of your, really? Like a knife?
There's just something.
Me have a question.
You're like gunman? No, you seem like the type of like, she like, go back, show why you're arrested.
No, you don't have to cut me. You
It's
understand?
just the thought of the
it's
danger.
the thought because you see with
take study to a
BDSM.
different level.
Let's go into a little bit of submissive behavior.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's the fact that I am in your whole palm. You control everything that has to do with me. The knife being here just shows to me that you can go ahead and nick me here at any given point in time.
Say for us, give it up. For us,
We have to like choke and then people not choke
No,
again.
choking is
People
such
start
it's an art. Let me tell you, it's an art.
Yes.
Oh my God, because
Yeah.
a lot of men they choke you for killing you.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Also-
they're not choking you for you to
Everything
like
around
it.
three mile,
You
why they must choke
understand?
and, you know, every argument.
So and then you can't go to somebody and say, "Oh, I need you to tie me up like this. I need my legs like that." Just so
what
you
they
know, I
think.
can't move. I need to be like this. So, what are some kinks that you have that you're just like, no, these are too taboo for people to know, and I might never actually experience it.
All right, for me, you know, you have to lay down on the ground,
Uh-huh.
and we can drive the car right up to Come on, rev it out.
And then, yo, me not lie. Somebody out there probably did somebody out there you know, on the ground. And the my rev and she busts off like this. That's probably a thing.
Driver, no, come
For your engine a rev, your engine a rev, everything. Everybody nice. Everybody nice.
You understand? That's what turn around.
This has been right now.
I love it. That's insane.
Nah, sure, why kick them for this, you know? Oh,
Why would we do that? Remember, just tell you, if you disclose your thing them too early, it had turned out.
You know the worst thing, me I walk in there, who that ice box?
Yeah, she gonna tell somebody, you know. She gonna tell
No,
somebody.
my friend is gonna know everything what you
Yeah.
do. My friend.
Jaja.
So, there,
Them did
let's
do.
put it this way.
Them did do.
There are kinks enough to keep you excited, stimulated,
Right.
and activated. Let's leave it at that. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom.
I still am stuck at the
Yeah.
knife.
Nah, man.
I am. Yeah.
No, if she said use it a different thing, but me can understand the knife did it.
No, that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
If she had said count me baby a different thing.
Oh, then that's you know, I need
That's
to be in a
different something
psychiatric
that.
ward.
Yeah, man.
Yes, absolutely.
What about you over there?
Yeah, man. She thinks she get
I was hoping that you
We're always.
No, I have.
You have a little bit of exhibitionist in you.
I do.
Oh yeah.
I still have a few that I haven't.
explored.
Yeah, I haven't tapped into it yet.
Why that sound so
because I'm waiting.
Okay.
Because you say you still have to give the person time
Ah, true,
until you
true,
start
true,
like
true.
you know tell them certain things.
But
mine aren't like you know too.
But
Out of the box.
Them gonna watch this and say, "I want to listen." No.
I can name one thing. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ice. You know
No,
that's
brother.
one. But then I love a good clam.
Okay.
I like a good clam. You know?
Clam.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the?
The
Yeah,
little
yeah,
clams.
Yeah. Not that I even know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, no, but you were very quick.
Yeah, he was like,
you know.
Yeah.
Clams? I don't know what it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's one of mine. Cause
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm not afraid to share that.
Oh,
Since
nice.
we're being open and all.
Nice. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, man.
No, everybody's
Yeah, man.
looking
You have
at
to, no, you have to,
Jerry,
if
the one
you-
you're like,
if they want the Kings, them have to,
I don't-
them have to go up on the Patreon and pay a fee for hear the Kings.
Oh, okay.
right? We should
No
probably
problem.
do- Yeah,
No
let's go.
problem. All right, so we're going into it. Do you think that kinks are more rooted in trauma or just curiosity? Or are there just persons who are just born to...
Freak.
Yeah.
That's a multi-layered question.
Yeah. I think it's
Because
social.
there's an answer for each layer. Yes, some kinks are born out of trauma. There are some that you were involuntarily introduced to. And what was the third part?
If some persons are just wired
Just-
for
just
it.
born
You're just born...
And
That is
some-
also true.
I think it's nurture.
Yeah.
Me feel like we're born like base plate. And it's just normal body.
Yeah,
thing.
but where does it come from though? Because who was the first person or human that decided
They
that?
must say we have internet now, you know.
No, but
No, man,
let's be
but
real.
things
Before
are going long
internet,
from the beginning.
our,
That's true.
our grandparents
Sodom
them
and
did not do
Gomorrah
the
and
things them, you
everything.
know.
No man from Bible days, them are the
Right.
things, man.
So I don't think it. I just feel like we have a lot within us, but a lot of us don't unlock certain things
Oh,
that
true.
we have
That's true.
innate to us.
That's
And then
true.
it's and that's why I say I saw a comment the other day that, you know, a man said like a lot of women aren't open or freaky or want to do the things, and I said maybe you're
man.
not the man that has unlocked that
Trust
side
me,
of her,
brother.
because I think everybody has it in them. Just like how everybody would say, if somebody hurt my child, I would do whatever.
Yeah.
You don't wake up every day considering yourself a killer or you would harm someone, but you know that if somebody harms your
within
child,
you.
we always say, me we go prison for my picnic. You
Everybody
understand what I
can
say?
do
So
anything.
we
Let
have
me-
a lot of things
let me say this.
that are within us, but we don't, you know?
Agreed. And here's the thing. There is the nurtured way of thinking, how we were raised, whether how you were raised in church or outside of church, what you were introduced to or lack thereof. However, there is, I think, kinks derived from the involuntary. If you were stimulated in a particular way involuntarily, which you never knew about, never thought about, or were even told not to do, but it happened involuntarily, it creates an experience, a feeling that you either desire over and over again or just disdain altogether. And I think that's how some
Kinks are born.
kinks and even sexual patterns and sexual orientation is derived from the involuntary because you were introduced to it
And not even just experience, witness. You
or
saw.
witnessed it.
Yeah.
And he has said, "What, that look nice."
You know what I mean? And no, that's where it comes from. So the question I asked, I would say, is multi-layered.
Yeah.
It's all of the above.
Yes and no at the same time. All of the
Yeah.
things, yeah.
What ultimately makes it the kink is when it is no the desire to continuously do this particular
Yeah.
thing. It gets you an experience or a feeling that you desire over and over
Yeah.
again. So that's what makes it a kink. You can try something one time.
The kink is unique to
Yeah.
everybody. 'cause
You
it's
try
not
something
like
one
the
time.
same thing
I've
where-
had conversations with people, right? And they'll tell you they tried something and this never worked for them. They just don't like it. So they won't do it again. While they talk to somebody and say, you know, I tried this one time and oh my God, I have to keep doing it. And the
Yeah.
kink was born. You understand me? So,
Yeah, let's explore. You know what I mean? It's modern. Do it.
and that answers the question, like where it come from.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get tired out. You,
Right,
you,
you just
you were doing
try
something, you know, and it was,
something new.
you know.
Yeah.
But question
Often
though,
explore.
where do we draw the line?
Yeah,
That's
like
a-
what's
draws the
off
line?
limits?
That's a
As in for,
personal
you know, just
question.
you yourself, like where would you draw the line? Like things that you would be like, that I would never do
All right,
that
so-
thing.
I wouldn't draw the line, so I make sure to the knife, they're right at the line. But if I draw it, you know, it's at our cost, probably.
Yeah.
So, that's what I think, wait.
Yeah, there's some things that you're just like, I'm not.
So I keep the knife at your throat.
Yeah.
But it's not going to draw the line.
No, oh my God.
It comes down to your partnership. If I have a kink that you can participate in and you're okay participating in it, sure. But if my kink brings you trauma or a great deal of discomfort, dissatisfaction, lack of pleasure, there has to be some drawing of line there. You understand? So if we can't come to a compromise, then
Yeah.
ultimately we have to make a decision.
Yeah.
Whether we're going not do it, or we're
agree.
part ways, or we
Yeah.
try something else to replace what we can't do. But yeah.
I know you want specificity, but I mean, obviously, I think we can go with the obvious. We just give them an example. We're Jamaican, man. Right? So, no matter what we experiment with, just for me personally, nothing I go around this. So, you understand?
That's where you
Nothing-
draw the line.
You understand?
That's what you get.
You get what me I say?
Mhm.
Just in case.
Just
Because
in
them here we
case.
are talking about kink
Just
and them
in
thing.
case.
We know say people in our comments I say, boy, them.
They're freaky. Them you out there.
Yeah,
We-
man. You know, in Jamaica, anything you do, now, bad.
Yeah, man. you have levels to the thing. I mean, there are
Any
other
man will
ways
be
to
that.
explore.
Good to know. Yes.
Don't know. But you is, you know, I feel like there's so much that can be done that people don't know that
Yeah,
make your
right?
foot out go so. People things out they believe in them and things out there they can't do. Don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's true. Like, I'm sorry. I'm having a
Share reminisce. The flashbacks.
You want some water? Right on, she thought she wants some ice over there. Even over there, catch a fire, you know. We don't have any ice running about there.
No, man, I catch a freezer.
Them
Man, I
under
catch a
the AC, them under the AC are fun. All right.
No, but I'm just saying, no, when Jabbar was saying, like, there's so much that people can do that.
Yeah, man.
But I see it, I don't know.
Where do you draw the line? And I want to hear from you too.
Yeah, man, I think I get to it.
Anything, I am willing to try something at least one time, just to say if I like it or
Right,
not.
right,
Let's just be honest here.
So come be the one hump on the hump of a camel. So come climb on the camel.
Hello,
why not? Why not?
who knows
And then
where the Sahara
when
and do all the
we're
go?
gonna drop and make him stamp on you 2 times.
I'm with it. I'm with
We'll
it.
compare the camel to.
Nothing that would harm. I'm willing to try anything that's not going to harm anybody. As long as nobody's going to be harmed
no
in
blood
the
or
making
draw.
of this film,
Yeah, the making of this film.
then I'm okay. We can
Yeah.
try other things at least once. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Comes
I
Zara.
support Raven 110%.
That's lovely.
You have to try at least.
Oh, that's your thing
one
as well.
time. Yeah.
Have you tried all the things that
Huh?
have you tried all the things so
No,
far?
not yet.
You have a list?
Yeah, I have a very
We can
long
compare
Raven, you have a
notes.
list as well.
I know. You both should compare notes. Yes.
We can compare
Compare
notes.
notes.
Definitely.
Off the air.
Right. Compare
However,
notes.
all right, most of them, they stem from the kind of novels that I read.
Oh,
I read
brother.
very,
That's not giving enough problem in our life.
no, not necessarily. I think it opens the mind a lot. I was raised very
Amongst other
closed,
things.
right? I was raised in the church. Like, my family was so adamant that a lot of things I just like swept over.
Okay.
So now that I have the ability to read and to fantasize in my brain, I'm just like, oh wow, maybe this and whatever, because I don't have anything else to compare it to.
True.
So anything that I tried was very timid, and I was just, oh no, but I
True.
do know that I like it. You understand? So now I have the list and I compile it based on the books that I read.
Nice.
You're gonna use Chat GPT. But that's
I love that.
All right, so we're going back to submission, right? We are saying that in the bedroom, women, that's the highest form of autonomy for a woman in the bedroom, right? So what are some aspects that you consider your woman being completely and wholly submissive to you that you like when you're in the bedroom?
Good question. Let's hear it. The ladies want to know.
I'm not fully understanding me.
Read the question again.
Yeah.
They want to catch them.
It was
as
very
well.
like, yeah.
I won't read it.
Just
So
yeah.
you're in the bedroom. What are some key points of submission that you get from your woman that excites you, that you know that you feel that little burning?
Yeah, when
in
she
the,
do that
you
little
know?
something, they're like,
You know, you just do.
she call your name, she
No,
use a
man.
word.
You do everything I say when I say it.
Oh, so why you have to go down the octave?
Because
Boy, you
saying-
understand.
I'm saying-
So
I'm
me
saying-
say it. Come in and shout.
Oh, okay.
Get on your knees.
Oh,
You
oh.
understand? And you have half a second to do it.
Okay. So you're on timer.
Yes. Compliance.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
That's simple.
Do as I say.
Simple.
Ooh.
And there's no questions about it. You understand me?
And there
So
are
what if you
repercussions.
a bit of pushback?
Repercussions.
There is
Once again,
So a little bit of spanking.
there are repercussions.
spanking.
Yeah, man.
Boy.
I don't want no talk back.
Uh-huh.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you to do it,
Mm.
you do it. And if you're not breathing, I'll decide if you live.
Hey, yo!
The AC not working here. What if Jeremy, I'm going to be
Hey, man. It's getting very steamy in here.
Why don't even know where you come from with them questions today?
I fear our fault still.
Me never read any question. Should I read a question?
I fear our fault for you, man. Yeah, man, compliance.
Let us move on.
Yeah, move on. Do.
I'm asking for
Okay, all right. There's a whole school of thought that religious guilt
Oh.
is what creates kink. Can you expound on it, or does anything like that resonate to you? Have you seen it before? Have you?
We've all seen it, because remember my boy there was forced it by them, you know. He didn't do it willingly.
do it willingly. I didn't do it willingly.
Willingly. Never did
Willingly.
willingly.
I was forced
He
in.
was forced it by them. And
By
I believe
them.
him. I actually believe him. I feel like his life of repression led him to a place where he had silicone in his hands doing all sorts of things. So,
That man is afraid. They never
bro,
forced him to do nothing.
like, there's so many steps before you reach this. that was the accident.
But them forcing. That was inspired by
Bro.
personal desires and longingness.
Bro, love
As soon as the thing reached my I've been wanting one of the. You understand me?
Yo.
No, man, if them force them, I say, yo, take it, do this,
Brother.
do that. The man have all the you know, long
You know, like nunchucks. I saw it now.
Yeah. And then I come and say, I was forced it. I didn't do it willingly. I was forced it by them.
Wow.
Yeah, man, some things are going, man. I've seen a video online. There's a church where the pastor realized his congregation was sexually repressed. So he took all the wives in the congregation and had a session where he taught them how to come. One by one, one on one. The whole of them in a church office squirt. And them husband come pick them up after.
Yeah, he man clock them.
You want to see them with them?
I think him name Pastor Plumber.
What? But I mean, the other day we saw an article that was in one of printed media.
Pastor's wife who's in a whole sex club.
The whole congregation.
Sex club with a woman.
The sex club with the women. So it's happening here.
Oh, the one they go?
Eh?
And where is it so I can avoid it?
I would just want to go make sure it's not true.
I need to tell my friends which road,
'Cause-
street name,
Yeah.
and building color to avoid.
Wow.
But let me answer the part now. I don't think it's just by way of church repression. That's the word used.
Yeah.
It's just sex is exciting when there is some level of restriction, some forbiddenness to it.
Right.
You weren't supposed to do it. You're not supposed to be doing it. That is why cheating is so ominent. It's continuous. It's always going to happen because it is, especially as a cheating part of it. That's why even if Jamaica were to pass a law tomorrow that polygamy is now legalized, cheating will still happen.
Yeah.
And cheating in polygamy will happen.
Yeah.
Because cheating in and of itself, though wrong, and Jamaican men don't cheat,
Yeah.
it adds that element of mystery, of suspense, of guilt. You ever hear the term guilty pleasure? Yes. Only guilt offers. Nobody else want to quiet.
You hear them?
But guilt offers a pleasure that nothing else can.
Facts.
It's different from an innocent pleasure, from a permissive pleasure.
Yeah.
You understand? And even from a forbidden, because guilt does come with some amount of forbiddenness.
Yeah.
But that offers an experience like none other. And that's what some people desires. And even so, that's some person's kink.
Okay, guys. So let's move back into the poly relationships.
We scare, right? Scare. We know more things there on the We scare.
All right, so you can only legally marry one person, but you're in a polyamorous relationship, and with three other persons. Three other women. How do you decide which one you bump up as the primary, since you're in a hierarchical relationship now? So that's the version of the polyamorous.
Oof.
So in the hierarchy, who do you decide gets your last name and then gets the secondary positions?
Ooh.
What are some qualities that you would use in order to decide who becomes that top person?
Hear me out. What if we had a system, right?
A point system?
No, first 5 years I marry you, divorce. Next 5 years I marry you, divorce.
Whoa.
And then somebody take the third leg. Is that really? Almost so.
No.
Oh, Jamar. Wow. That's
Because
like a lot of work.
if me, Raven, and Susan,
Yeah.
right, in the situation, I become a divorcee, Raven becomes a divorcee, and
Yeah.
then Susan.
Somebody
Oh,
have to take
all
the
of
first leg.
benefits.
Somebody have to run the
So we
anchor.
get to,
I don't
hold on, we get to
understand.
keep the last name or it's just, you know?
No, we can't keep the
Oh,
last
okay.
name. That's what we just take. It's a relay. It's one race. We're all in one race together. Just different legs.
No, sir. No support.
I love how exciting things are. I swear. But on a serious level now, or a more serious level,
Yeah, man, you don't know.
why am I getting married to one if I'm with three? I don't need to marry you. What is marriage? Marriage is a public declaration and legal a legal binding documentation that we are in a relationship. And for every legality that comes with marriage can be entered into outside of marriage. We can buy a house together. We can open an account together. We can buy a car together. We can start a business together, cohabitate together, start a family together. We don't need marriage for that. And I can then legally sign over things to each member of the family, each wife, each partner rather, to you have this premises, you have that property, you have that asset. We don't need marriage for all that. So we are complicating something that doesn't need complication.
Wow.
So that will cause a little bit of constraints in the relationship.
Animosity, jealousy, and all of that.
Because now it's like a, you know,
Probably was that
number
right there
one,
before.
number two, and then I feel like feelings would start to come into play now because then you are the favorites, and then you are second, and then
Oh,
you
you
are
get
third.
rings, so you're big now.
Right. I feel like it would start to cause a lot of problems if that were to happen. Because
You don't need it.
yeah, because why would you enter into? Why would I now decide that okay, I am going to be a sister wife, quote unquote, with two other women?
In a society where you're not legally allowed to
get
marry
ma-
more than
right,
one.
then me
I'd
that-
rather not marry anyone.
I'm out.
Unless it was I was already married when we then decided after that to go and have two other
Right.
partners in the relationship.
Yeah.
That's self-explanatory. But if I am starting out where the first conversation we're having with the first person I meet that I want a polygamous relationship, are you in? She said yes. I'm going to find an ex-partner together. We'll find a third, the third person, second female, and we'll say we want a third. We're going to find the third female, fourth partner in the relationship. I don't need to get married for that. And to live the life we desire together.
Well, hold on. What if it's like a masking thing? What if it's like one is just like the front for the whole thing?
Yeah,
so,
for every
so like
business that
when
you
they need
have.
to go events or when they want to be
But why you
respected by
need
the
marriage?
community.
Tell me what marriage
No,
marriage offers you that
they
you
want-
can't do outside of marriage.
They want to be respected by the community. So it's like, all right, you are the wife that I will take to church, I'll take to the business meetings and say, here's my, but them don't know say you're polyamorous. You just do that for societal.
Okay.
So she will be the ring bearer.
That reminds me of how persons who live alternate lifestyles
That's
go about doing life.
that is it. No, I'm
Read up
that,
on that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Just be true to yourself.
We're all in or we're all out.
All.
All of us.
All of us.
That's the three of us.
All right. So how do you actually navigate sexual health when you have the multiple partners?
Sexual health, same way you would in a monogamous relationship. It all has to do with your question previously, a common understanding of commitment. Are we committed to this? I'm in a polygamous relationship with both of you. You would know respectfully that I'm with Raven. Raven would know respectfully that I'm with Danique. You're going to take care of yourself because you have a man. Are you going to be out there just living a loose life?
No.
No, man.
I'm your man. Are you out there living a loose life? I have two beautiful women in my life.
Hallelujah.
Why am I go out there now? Just fling it around irresponsibly and carelessly.
But also,
That's reckless.
Quarterly, you get a test. You get a test. Everybody gets a test. Like
That is it.
you're not wasting no time.
Right.
Polygamy is for, let me tell you this. Polygamy are really and truly for intelligent, high value, responsible individuals.
100%.
It's like a careless man, them and the careless woman on the motor road, just want to fling it here and there and just live them loose life. Live a loose life, my friend. You don't need polygamy for that. You understand me?
Facts.
Polygamy is a respectful thing, you know.
Mm.
A lack of understanding why people want to frown upon it and them thing there. You get what I'm saying? Polygamy offers multiplicity of income, family, relationships, happiness.
Mm.
Yeah, it does. And I'm not coming at no other community, but polygamy in its truest form allows for continuity of life versus alternate lifestyles in its purest form. Read between the lines.
You know, it takes a village. It takes a village.
Are you fully converted?
No, I understand without
Remember,
agreeing.
I know.
Right? I understand.
Exactly.
And that's what
Without
it takes.
agree.
So agree. So
You don't have to
your
agree.
thing.
Understand it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect example of what I've been preaching.
Yeah.
It's having an understanding. Because John Mark going to leave here now, understanding polygamy a little bit better than he probably did before.
Now go in my group chat now and say,
You see me?
anybody polyamorous, do your thing, my boss.
But knowing very well that though that has its advantages, I prefer these
I'm still
advantages.
good over here.
I'm
Yeah.
man.
and nothing wrong with that. You understand me? It's why some people choose whether to be gay or straight. It's whether you choose to be rich or poor in some
That's
instance.
also another conversation.
I know.
She's
You understand me?
every
But
day,
it's
no,
just,
me
it
no
is
know, me
knowing and understanding something and choosing otherwise. Ignorance is when you don't understand it and don't choose it out of lack of knowledge.
Yes, yes.
You understand me? And that's how a lot of people live them life, out of ignorance. I chose to be informed and then make informed decisions.
Rukumpe.
That's why it's just very important to just respect each other and our choices. Like, if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. If I choose to do this, I choose to do this. So just respect people's boundaries and what they choose to do with their life and leave it as is. You don't have to get up every day and chastise persons for their decision. That's
Yeah, man.
their decision.
But that's also how some people life interesting,
Yeah.
you know, them can get up and chat people and
Yeah, no.
make other people lives their business.
Yeah.
True.
Cause them don't have none of them own.
Yeah.
Maybe it's their kink.
Who knows?
And that's a sad kink.
Probably.
That
Probably.
is
People
a
business
sad
that
kink.
some people
Yeah.
kink.
Yo, pick up on WhatsApp.
Level. Youth. You'll find it.
You're welcome.
Not bad.
Yeah.
What's the marshals are going with? Yeah. Sammy, you don't see what Marshall is over there doing.
Yo, cut the
But
cameras.
there are people out there that really do those things, and I find it so strange. It's
No,
baffling.
facts. People call Domino's just to hear the lady voice and just dead in 5 minutes, you know. And I just breathe in your ear, you know.
Madness.
Hello, Domino's make the order.
What toppings? Can I hear the toppings again? You like meat?
Oh God. I pray that never
Living that way.
finds me.
The world we live in, man. The world we live in.
Crazy, man.
All right. So we play one last game.
Yes.
Alright, let's go.
So I'll say a sentence, and you'll just input the first word that comes to your mind, or the
Oh,
first
no, I
phrase that
can't
comes
play
to your
them
mind.
games.
Just say it, Jamar. Just say it.
It's very safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So the real reason people cheat instead of going poly is no, I
Disrespect.
don't the blank.
Go on again. The real reason
I
people.
have several words I'm trying to decide.
Yeah, that me I run through. Disrespect.
Say it
Use
again.
disrespect.
Reason people cheat instead of going poly is
Disrespect.
Scared.
Jealousy.
disrespect,
Disrespect.
jealousy. Okay, let's touch on you first.
Hey, you freak.
Just don't touch me with a knife. Jealousy because, again, it's the societal norm. Get jealous. Your man must have another woman. No. Get jealous for whatever reason. So I've seen situations where a man has another woman. The woman he's already with is well taken care of. She's not deprived of sex, provision, attention, respect, affection. She's getting all of that. Just the knowledge that there was the existence of another woman caused jealousy. So she was a dog with a bone. You have a bone in your mouth already. But to see another dog with a bone, which is your reflection in the water, it went after that bone versus just focusing on what you already had. You understand me? And that's why a lot of women lose relationships and cause stress in them life and sadness, because again, cheating is wrong. But you create further problems, or create a problem for yourself, because you went searching into him phone, find out him about next woman, and though your life wasn't sad, he wasn't abusing you, he wasn't depriving you of sex, he wasn't depriving you of financial provision and attention. You had all of that. The fact that you know that there is another woman, you fling everything away. Fuck this shit. Don't want nothing.
Are you taking everything upside down?
Everything. Forgot the whole place. You understand me? Sorry. But
Yo, man, dead.
On the
And she
tunnel with the whole
happy,
thing,
you know,
you
and she
understand
never know she did
yeah,
happy.
she was happy. Like, she was, before that, she was, oh my God, I have Malta.
Yeah, man.
Evian water.
Cool right now.
Right now, this is the latest model of this. Like, I have this.
Yeah,
Right,
man.
I had my child.
Yeah, the man never miss nothing, you know.
Yeah, girl.
He
And then
must
she found
add
out, said,
something.
Oh, you have Malta too? Shit! Mash up everything. Don't want nothing. We don't know. You don't have no Malta, you don't have no water. You don't right, no cup. You don't have nothing. You understand me?
Alios.
But I have to ask a question on that. So are you saying that women should be okay with knowing what they
He
know,
said nothing of the sort.
No,
or finding out that their husbands or partners are cheating on them? Like, they should not feel any type of way or want to do something about the situation. Are you saying if a woman has it all, she's being taken care of, she has the kids, she has the house, she has the cars, she goes to tennis with the girls, and she goes to Pilates, and the hot yoga and all that thing, her life is great. But if she finds out her husband is cheating on her, she should just entirely bypass that now, because she's having all these things. So her emotional feelings and the disrespect that she has now received, she should just stay, be
Women-
okay, because I
women-
have all of these things. I should not have an issue because this man now has provided a great life for me.
This
So
is
in
a trap
turn,
question.
I should be grateful and just not have an issue with him being disrespectful.
It's
I
not
answer?
being grateful. No.
I'm going to answer the
Wait.
question.
No, I'm just ask the question and more people are.
I have actually, I'm happy you asked that question,
Yeah.
because I want to address it. But go ahead, that's what you're saying first.
Okay, so it's not to be ungrateful, right? It's just that, for example, your man cheats, but you're going to all of these things. He's doing all these things for the children. They're going to reach and the AISK for IB and those things, right? You don't search the man phone. Women don't search phone. You just whatever. You
Nobody
want,
should search
it's
anybody's
fine.
phone. Leave the phone alone.
And you just move on. I take whatever you can get from the relationship and move on and just keep it.
Okay, so you're gonna take whatever you can get. And
All right,
just
so-
okay.
I will internalize.
Okay.
So here's what I'm saying. And this is not just for the women. It's for men too. What I'm proposing is to act intelligently. What I can say for a fact is very often we separate our emotion from our intelligence. And we are better functioning entities when we put the two together. When we check and balance our emotions with our intelligence, or intelligence with our emotions, and come to a conclusion. To the point the question you've asked, you have all of these things already. You know, find out that he's also providing some of these things to somebody else. You know, figure up the whole thing. You are now at a loss. You no longer have the water or the provision of water. You no longer have the provision of Malta. You're probably only left with one of the cups. Is that a better life for you? Because you now satisfied your emotion, void your intelligence? Was that worth it?
No.
I'm not saying that to have cheated was right in the first place, but let us evaluate the situation.
Judge it.
Before you act, what are you going to gain versus what are you going to lose? And it's when you can answer that question intelligently with your emotions intact, which means it's not always wise to act out of your emotions or your anger, is to first stop, think, evaluate, assess, come to a conclusion, find the right solution, then you act. And we don't do that. You understand me? Because what if you can then, out of this situation, instead of figuring up the whole operation, say, here what? Since you're going to provide some of this over there, I need an additional water,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
but-
an additional bottle of malt.
Hey,
You can keep doing that, but I need more of this. Which is a better situation?
Or you can leave later, you plan your exit strategy.
And-
Yeah, you
and that
compare
also-
your
You see what I say?
information. Mm-hmm.
I agree. People should never act on emotions in any case whatsoever in your life. You should never act on emotions. But it still brings me to the same question. Are you still saying that women or anybody, because we know the roles can also be reversed,
I don't know.
correct? Where the woman is the provider and the man is working, but of course she's the main breadwinner, right? Are you still now then saying that in relationships, persons should stay based on what they're being offered or what they are receiving, despite any emotional distress, emotional trauma, disrespect, things that they didn't bargain for, things that they don't appreciate, things that they don't like, just because you are being provided with these things. And at the same time, in the same breath, we have men now in society who are valuing women, right? Or devaluing women, because now the conversation is them women here nowadays only want we the man for what we can provide and give uno. And as long as we can't provide uno with that, then uno gone.
I mean,
So I feel like the situation now has become, we don't like the fact that women stay or want to be with us, you the men, because of only what we give to you. Because women nowadays, them don't love the man them for who they are. Them love what the man them can give them.
true.
So now are you saying once a man has given you things and provided you with things in a relationship and you're nice and comfortable, that means no, whatever happens,
Yep.
because me I get this now, no matter what I'm doing, I must just stay because I'm comfortable. Even if him not disrespect me, I'm a fierce enough. I should still just stay. So I am trying to understand what it is that men really want and what it is that women should accept and the value that's also placed on women. Because for me as a woman, right? I desire certain things. I want my man to provide for me and do all the things. But then that is not dependent on only if him can provide those things, because I love him for who he is.
Mm-hmm.
So now, because he cheats and I have all the things, I can just be like, I love him and I'm comfortable and so me just stay. So I want to know, what is the toss up here? How do we know? Not because I think that's what leads to women wanting to be with men, because of the comfortability that comes with a man who is a provider that can not only provide for you but many other females. But then we still chastise the woman them now because she want there with you because of that.
All right. So it's two things that you ask.
Yeah.
My brain
So-
is spinning. Yeah.
All right. Answer the question. I'm going to answer it a different way. It comes down to your choice.
Yeah.
So what I hinted at was evaluate the situation. It's not a one size fit all.
Mm.
Because your man cheat, accept it. No. Evaluate the situation as it is. Right? Do a point system. Pros and cons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting these things. How do I feel? Now that I know he already or has had a woman, I can look on how long he has had the woman and how that affected your relationship. Because again, I could have been in a relationship with you for 2 years and you have been happy for 2 years, while at the same time I was with her, and you never know. But the moment you find out that she had existed or is in existence, you are all of a sudden unhappy. Stop. Evaluate that situation. Like, what is really the cause of your
Let's do it.
unhappiness?
Let's evaluate. Let's
You get what I'm saying?
evaluate.
So hold on.
Let's
So
evaluate.
I've done nothing different, Only thing is that you're now aware that there was this other woman, which clearly, when she was in my life, has been in my life for the last 2 years that you've been happy, I would have been sleeping with her, sleeping with you. You were fully satisfied. All your kinks were satisfied. You understand me? Me a stab her up with knife over there, so, and me a choke her over here, so. You understand me? With ice.
With us.
Zin, and you've been fully satisfied while she's been fully satisfied. We've gone on the trips. We've done your life is perfect as you see it in this relationship. The moment you found out that I was over here stabbing her up, our whole knife for her throat, yet you all of a sudden unhappy. You were not happy for the last 2 years while I was doing all the things with her just the same. I understand that you did not know, but when we stop and think about it, narrow it down, go all the way to the nitty gritty, the ground of the root of it all. What then is your happiness dependent on? Was it my presence? Was it the intimacy? Was it the provision? Or was it the idea, the notion, something intangible that I was exclusively yours that made you happy? Because it means it's either or. It can't be that I was providing all these things for you that made you happy. It was the idea that nobody else has access to me that made you happy. So you then have to determine what is the provision of your true happiness. The things I do, or the intangible of knowing that there was nobody else. And when you can decide that for yourself, to each his own, because some women will tell you the provision, the lifestyle he gave me is what really made me happy, because I had him to touch, to hold, to feel, to smell. That's what made me happy. I had his companionship. So even though he was spending time with another woman, I'm not going to throw all this away because she was there. Because clearly while she was there, I was still happy.
Yeah.
But another one will say equally, what? Another one's getting all that I had?
Yeah.
No, I don't want that. I'm better than that. I deserve more than that. And she fring out, and then she said, that don't go work. And him decides, here, well, I've done you wrong. My bad. I effed up. I'm out. Leaves her. And now you've accomplished what you set out to do, which is to not be in a relationship with a man that has another woman. No, you're in a relationship with nobody, because you can't find another man who will not give you a bun or have similarities to the man that had a woman on you. So now you're skeptical of every other man, and now you don't have none of that. So you have to decide, what is it worth it? Is it worth throwing it all away? Or what was the true meaning of your happiness? That I cannot tell you one way or another to go, but you have to decide what it is, what's at stake, what you're going to gain versus what you're going to lose, and choose accordingly. You understand me?
So, because, the word would be the deceit of living a lie. So I'm going to flip it now on both of you.
When you say a lie, meaning
in,
the trips weren't real?
No.
When they kiss you,
no,
it wasn't real? The
No.
ice never cold?
Hold on. No, as in the
Mighty God.
deceit of not knowing. Remember, and it goes back to what we were discussing in the beginning, of you guys coming together and saying that this is what you're doing together. And then he decides to venture off and do this thing on the side that you don't know about, instead of having the honest, truthful conversation about what you want, or possibly what can be introduced. So my question now to you men, both of you, what if the roles were reversed? You're in your marriage and you're happy. She fulfills you in every single way possible. But for this entire time, she's always had somebody on the side that's making her happy and doing all the things that you never knew. And now, for whatever reason, you have now found out. Remember, you're living a great life, you know. When you have all the things, so you guys have businesses, great things. But no.
She went up on the yacht?
Yeah.
And then she gave me bond with Jamar. Same rule applies in my short answer.
Okay.
Evaluate the situation.
Yeah, evaluate. You're not left your woman, so.
Him not left the yacht.
I'm a firm believer in to me, as I'm very emotionally aware. I don't think it's possible for the person to be out there doing that and it don't affect you. I believe when you connect with somebody, it affects you. You just didn't know why. So when you find out, you start connect up that. So you thought you were happy, you know, but you started noticing something.
There was something there.
I say, you know what, it's fine. I'm just gonna work with this. I'm still happy, and happiness drop again. Yeah, something. And I say, you know,
What
it's
is that
fine.
thing that's there? That's
Something is
pricking
there.
you, but you're not sure.
But because of what you said, the provision, you stayed, but you said you were happy. I don't think you were happy. I think you could sense, which is why if you are doing polyamory, it would have out there, right? But when you're cheating now and you invite deception, that simple acting. I remember it's the idea. It's so important. The idea of it is so very important to our we're mental and emotional animals. You gotta sense it, man. And it's gonna creep in steady, and the provisions will become not enough. Even if you stay in, even if you stop and think and you say, all right, man, I stay for the thing then. It's just not gonna be enough. I'm incapable.
I'm happy that you said that,
Yeah, I
Jamar,
mean-
because I feel like when we're in relationships, I don't know, but I just feel like we have this very basic thing about being in relationship. Like, oh, may you there, we love each other, and we have kids, and we have a happy life.
Right.
I very much internalize things like you. I feel, I connect.
Listen me.
You understand? For me, being in a relationship is not just me, you're there. I will hold and I will kiss, I will hug, I will do all of the things then. It's what is our emotional connection, something that's deeper, that's you don't find that with anybody else.
Right.
And I'm with you on that too, where if my person
Yeah, man.
does something,
You know, man.
come on, no, like there's just something there where you're like, something to feel right.
Yeah, and it starts to affect everything.
There's this thing, and I'm not even talking about the intuition that women have. It's just a thing that you know.
It's a human
They're
thing.
present. And I feel like if you're not connected to somebody in a certain type of way, you won't understand what that feels like. It's not just like a regular, it's a something off about them. You can feel them spirit, you can feel them energy.
And even if you're not
You
spine
know,
out,
right. You just know that
Your
there's
partner
something
start
wrong.
lie. You
And
start
then when
lie
you
about
find out
everything,
that you're like, that's what it was. That's that, weird feeling that you've been having. Because you know so something, but you're not thinking that your partner is cheating. But you know that something is off with the
Something is
connection.
amiss.
even on that level, if you're lying about the cheating, yes, you have to be lying about other things. So other things so we even put aside the cheating, you start lying about unnecessary things because you did tell the lie or tell the lie, tell the lie.
Facilitate the cheating.
And there's some stupid things that happen when I have nothing to do with the cheating, but it's because you start lying to your partner now about stupidness. Everything just
And us
starts
as women, we
snowball.
get caught up in all the things on the table.
Yeah, man.
And we start missing the things. And as you mentioned earlier, Jamar, you have an idea of what love is because you saw that with your parents growing up. Same for me. Parents have been married forever. Sadly, mom passed away. God rest her soul. But you see that connection that your parents have. And when you don't see that with the person that you're dating, you automatically, you're like, this is not what I want. This is not what...
I'm head start.
Right.
But as instead, I'm not gonna just mash up everything,
But
there's a timer.
Yes.
Where
Markers.
as much time to make sure I say, me do this for myself before me live up.
Yeah. Right.
It's evaluating the
Unfortunately.
situation.
Yeah, you have to.
Making
As adults,
informed
and a high
decision.
school relationship again. Me not get lunch money.
Yeah.
You get me? It's
So
not gonna
me
reset.
not. What I tell people them say,
Leave
if you
off
find
that,
out say you're supposed to achieve if you left them enough. I'm not telling you that
We
enough.
got joint bank accounts.
I
and
always
shit.
say you have to have your pros and cons, weigh your options, see why you're there.
Yeah, man.
Don't ever
Believe.
make decisions when you're going to sleep, wake up the next morning.
Sleep it off.
Because you're always going to have arguments, conversation, things, whether it's you two or outside fact, there's always going to be things coming, especially when you have a good relationship on the tone and work on something good. Oh, there are going to be people and things all the time.
Facts.
And there's nothing that you can do. You just have to, as we said earlier, you have to get up and just choose your partner every single day, despite, and we're not saying stay with your partners if they're being violent.
No, man, I difference.
No, listen, no
Just
abuse of any kind, emotional, financial, physical, verbal, no abuse, none at all. Seek help, tell somebody. But yeah, Danica, got anything else for us before we have to wrap it up? Fun fact, me I go talk her, but she's never been in a relationship, like an actual relationship.
Why you wouldn't do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You see, man, I like feel like you're lucky. Like I'm like, wow, one of them
Really?
exists.
I feel very out of place. I
No,
feel very
man,
off
stay
put.
where they look into my eyes at the horrors I have seen. You're good. You're good. What is happening?
Okay, yeah.
What is happening?
Let me see signs. now.
This has been the right now. Right now. Podcast. my
Nah lie.
Okay, that was game. That was
Nah,
game. That
like
was
the-
game.
Yeah, I'm
You're-
so sorry.
you're
At-
good, man.
At my big
I see,
age,
and I
can't
see what is
say-
happening, you know, because
Yeah.
there has been something happening all from the program started.
What's
Yeah,
that?
man.
Over here is very warm, and over there is ice cold.
Okay.
Okay, all
Everybody
right.
comfortable over there, don't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, gentlemen, thank you guys so much
Yeah, man.
for stopping by today. We appreciate you. Very interesting conversation, guys. I think this
very.
might be a 2-part episode
Yeah, we're gonna have to
because
split it up.
What's your closing remark to the audience?
My closing
In the camera.
remarks?
Hold on down.
Okay, all right. You have to be very honest when you want to go into polyamory, right? And you have to go for what you want.
Every time.
You see
Every
that?
time. Wait, what?
You see that?
All right. We're in there. I'm in there.
Jamar, what do you say?
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Hey, man, we on camera right now.
I love that. Jamar, any word?
Allow me to gather myself. No, I mean, yeah, I think everybody in here, whether or not they realize it, is in agreement, you know, the themes of communication, understanding, whether it's polyamory, monogamy, ICE, all of that requires communication, understanding,
Yeah.
respect. And yeah, I think we just need to talk more. We're not talking enough. We need to talk more people.
Mhm.
Man, woman, everything, dog, cat, alien.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to talk. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's all about having honest communication. Don't wait until later. Have it right now. And learn this.
Boop.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
I mean, you know, thank you guys for coming. But just in closing, I agree and I share all the sentiments. Moving forward, whatever it is that you're doing in any relationship that you are in, be honest and open about what you want. And I will say this to our women out there. Don't come for me, but may I be very honest.
Judge.
Create an open, safe space for men to come forward and articulate what they want so they can be honest about what they want for themselves and probably from you and your relationship. And I feel like that would eliminate a lot of the issues that we're having in societies because men are still stuck in a place where they don't feel free and comfortable to say, this is what I want without being chastised and beaten down. You understand? And I feel like once we allow men to start speaking openly without judging them, it would work out better for everyone. Because at the end of the day, we all want the same things. We want to be with somebody that we love and trust that we can grow and build with, have a family. Because remember, we need to be having these kids, right? So
Big up
let's
yourself,
just all...
Like you're jumping.
Yeah.
Big up Christopher.
We have work. We have to do more work, guys. So let's just all just be honest and open. Have more, you know, and also transparency. How about that? Because what works hand in hand with honesty is being transparent about what it is that you want. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us again for another episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share with a friend. And of course, join us again next time for another episode of the Right Now podcast. But gentlemen, before you go, we got some gifts for you.
Him get film before.
Yeah, man. When I need nothing again.
He got his reward.
Let us the things on the table.
So you give him.
Sorry. Okay. Here you go, kind sir.
Thank you, kind ma'am.
This is, first of all, this I got done today.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Respect.
And of course,
Respect.
your
I need
cups
it.
are on the table as
I
well.
needed it.
All
This
right.
is a grown man gift. As
Oh,
well.
yes.
This is a grown man. I need a felt tip pen for this.
Yes. Happy you
felt
guys
tip.
love it.
Thank you
Happy.
so much.
Bossy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Bossy bag.
Oh, there's a pen in there too.
Yes, of course.
But even right, I'll make it right sitting later.
Thank you guys. That's all right.
All right. Woo. Bossy. Bad. Bossy and bad.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.